And from the Comerica Center in Frisco, Texas, it's the 2019 ACHA National Championships presented by the ACHA Network. The number 17 Robert Morris University Eagles face off against the number 1 Lindenwood University Lions. Hi, everybody. I'm Cristiano Simnetta, joined alongside by Sam Fleming. Sam, the majority of those following the tournament would describe this upcoming matchup as David versus Goliath, but don't tell Robert Morris that after they had that spectacular 3-2 overtime win last night over Jamestown.
And what an exciting overtime period that was. Plenty of grade A scoring chances for each team in that overtime, but in the end, Robert Morris University, the Eagles, the only team with a losing record here at the national tournament, pull off a bit of an upset against the Jamestown Jimmies, and now a date with the number 1 ranked team, the team that's only lost one time in the Lindenwood Lions here tonight.
Yes, and you heard that correctly. One loss for Lindenwood all season long. They're 27-1. Their only loss of the regular season came on January 25th against the University of Central Oklahoma. Since then, Sam, the Lions have won 11 straight, including picking up their second straight CSCHL championship in the process.
And you want to talk about rolling into this tournament with some momentum. Look no further than Lindenwood winning 11 in a row after dropping that game to UCO. And oh, by the way, their starting goaltender, Cooper Cedot, 24-0 this season. Sounds a lot like a guy by the name of Austin Raudebush last year who played for Adrian, the tournament MVP. But again, Cedot in net tonight. We'll see how he can do in the first game of the national tournament for the Lindenwood Lions.
More on Cooper Cedot as the puck drop grows closer. Now, between these two teams, Sam, they play each other a lot. They're in the same conference as CSCHL. Lindenwood 3-0 against RMU this season. They've outscored them 19-3 over those 3 games, but that stat may be a little misleading. First couple matchups were 2 lopsided games, but their last meeting, February 9th, RMU lost 4-2 against Lindenwood. So what do you expect? Will it be a tight-knit, contested game up the middle of the ice, not a lot of leeway for both these squads, or is it just going to be wide open and, hey, good luck, Cole Semchek or Chris Mallon?
Well, remember last year in the national tournament, the top seeds blew these games wide open, but this year the theme's been, it's been close. You look at that game for Adrian, the defending national champions only beat Missouri State 1-0 in that second game, and it was a late goal in the third period. These two teams know each other, playing each other 3 times this season, and Robert Morris, not a lot of people expect them to come out here and win this game. So they can go out there and play loose and play free. They have a lot of opportunity to make history and maybe pull off one of the biggest upsets in ACHA Division I National Championship history.
And for the Eagles, they're still riding the emotional high of Mike Cachato's game-winning goal that came 13 minutes and 51 seconds into overtime. The sophomore forward has 5 goals in his last 5 games.
This guy's not ready. You're not ready. Let's go!
Hockey heads are special, which is why we protect them with a helmet designed, built, and tested to endure real-world hockey impacts.
And hi, everybody. We're back just moments away from puck drop between the number 1 Lindenwood University Lions against the number 17 Robert Morris University Eagles. Hi again, everybody. Cristiano Simnetta, joined alongside by Sam Fleming. And Sam, the last game we called together as a broadcasting duo. Last year, Ohio and Illinois, that game went to extra time, went to overtime. Do you see a similar theme from these two CSCHL rivals tonight?
Potentially. You never know with these ACHA national tournament games. Even though Robert Morris comes in as the underdogs, massive underdogs at that 17th seed in Lindenwood, the only one loss this season, the number 1 ranked seed. It depends on how this game starts, who gets the best start, but an overtime matchup between these two could definitely be interesting if it comes to that. But let's see who can get that quick start. That has determined some of these games today and possibly could be the difference maker here.
All right, let's send it downstairs to public address announcer Andy Storrs.
The ACHA YouTube network. Welcome to the Comerica Center in Frisco, Texas for the 2019 American Collegiate Hockey Association Men's Division I National Championship Tournament, hosted by the Frisco Convention and Visitors Bureau, the Dallas Stars, and the Children's Health Star Center Ice Rinks. ACHA announcer Andy Storrs. Game number 8 today features on the visiting bench the number 17 ranked Robert Morris University, Illinois Eagles. And on the home team bench, the number 1 ranked Lindenwood University Lions. Let's meet the starting lineups for this evening's game. First, for the visiting Robert Morris Eagles, in goal, a senior from Burnsville, Minnesota, number 29, Chris Malin. On defense, a freshman from Plainfield, Illinois, number 19, Anthony Potter. On defense, a senior from Park Ridge, Illinois, number 26, Chris Skordillis. At center, a senior from Rochester, Minnesota, number 3, Ryan Martin. At left wing, a grad student from Centennial, Colorado, number 24, Josh Hart. And at right wing, a junior from Bloomingdale, Illinois, number 13, Sam Mancini. The head coach is Billy Carr. The associate head coach is Julian Giantonio. And the director of operations assistant is Michelle Lichterman. Ladies and gentlemen, let's now turn our attention to the home team bench, the Lindenwood University Lions. In goal, a sophomore from Northville, Michigan, number 30, Cooper Sedat. On defense, a junior from Camarillo, California, number 8, Austin Wilk. On defense, a junior from Helsinki, Finland, number 25, Apo Nurmanen. At center, a junior from Arvada, Colorado, number 12, Vic Lombardi. At left wing, a senior from Calgary, Alberta, number 18, Cade Owad. A freshman from Monroe, Wisconsin, number 2, Colton Crago. The head coach of the Lions is Rick Zombie, and Gary Gardner. Ladies and gentlemen, would you all please rise and kindly remove all caps? And join me, soloist Andy Storrs and organist Carrie Lichthart, in the singing and playing of the Star-Spangled Banner. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red flare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say 'twas that Star-Spangled Banner yet wave. and the home of the brave.
Andy Storrs, terrific as always. Hi, everybody. I'm Chris Johnson, joined alongside by Sam Fleming. RMU wearing their maroon, white, and gold uniforms. At the other side, going from left to right, it's the Lindenwood University Lions in their white, black, and gold uniforms. This should be a fantastic one, Sam. Let's break down the goaltenders really quick. And then out to the left, Cooper Cdot, well advertised, 24-0 on the season, 1.45 goals against average, .938 save percentage, 5 shutouts on the season. And number 29, Chris Mallon, mending the pipes for Robert Morris. Did not start yesterday, but his last start was on a couple weeks ago against Illinois in the CSCHL play-in game. Had 36 saves on 38 shots, but his team fell 2-1 in that one. This season he's 5-7-5, 3.11 goals against average, and .914 save percentage, 2-1-2 in his last 5 starts. Do you think this is going to come down to the goaltenders at the end of 60 minutes?
Well, it seems like all the games we called together last year came down to the goaltenders and who could play the best. CDOT, again, one of the best in the ACHA, if not the best in the ACHA with that 24-0 record. Mallon, again, getting his first start here at the tournament. Let's see how he does. First experience here at the ACHA level.
Ryan Martin wins it back to the left defenseman, Anthony Potter, and across for number 26, Chris Skordilis, and Lindenwood is forced to play it back in their own zone early. Austin Wilk, number 8 in white. Good touch pass out for number 2, Colton Crego, right wing side along the circle. He shoots one, stick away by Mallon. Behind the goal, Skordilis to it, now to the far side corner. Turner Separitis just got it out to center, but it's wrapped back in by the Lions, and it is Anthony Potter to take. Potter, a freshman defenseman, no points on the season so far, but he had a big role in defending against Jamestown's attack that had over 40 shots on goal against, but they came away from with the victory as Ryan Finnegan lost the puck, and Mike Lozano couldn't capture it either. The first 47 seconds into this game, no score between the two CSCHL rivals. It's Finnegan along the right wing side. Gets it right back in the low side. He shoots one, and a big save there by Mallon, who sprawls out and covers up the rebound. A nice pass from Jordan Klimowski. But at the end of the day, Chris Mallon, we talk about him a lot, and we've already talked about him 55 seconds in with a big save.
Big save from Mallon. That's got to be a bit of a confidence builder coming up against one of the best team in the ACHA right now, who's had a hot start already to this game. Not even a minute in, getting a grade A scoring opportunity. Great save from Mallon.
Martin 2 for 2 on the draw so far. He wins it against number 4, Jordan Klimowski, and Jake Townsend comes over the blue line and offside. And Jake Townsend, Sam, senior defenseman, 5 points in his last 9. He's the leading point scorer for Lindenwood, 44 points in 28 games played. Not the type of stat you usually say when talking about a defenseman, their leading scorer.
Not at all, with 16 goals and 28 assists, so averaging an assist a game. That's an impressive stat line from Townsend. Look to him to be involved both ways in the offensive and defensive zone.
Finnegan reversing the pass, and now a shot on goal, patted away by Mallon, and turned back by the Lions along the right wing side, but it's going to be Sam Mancini, who scored in last night's game against Jamestown. Now to Josh Hart, who dumps the puck in a minute 27 into the first period. Kyler Newman behind his own goal for Jake Townsend. Townsend, the right-handed defenseman, across for the left-handed Tommy Heinzman. Now through the middle area, it's Zack Mitchell. He's got a lot of speed over the left circle, trying to wrap one around, but Mallon stifled him in that regard. To the near side corner it goes, number 7, Zach Martin. His pass missed number 15, Brendan Murphy, and Jake Nitschke with the puck now for Scott Koch. Koch fires a fadeaway drive, may have gotten the glove or the blocker side, of CDOTs, and the puck is rattled back into the Lindenwood zone. 2 minutes into the first period, 0-0 between Lindenwood and RMU. The winner of this game will play at 8:30 on Sunday. The winner of Liberty and Arizona will join them. That game's on tomorrow. And Mike Cacciato on the forecheck for RMU, as well as number 22, Scott Koch, but Lindenwood away. It's Mitchell over the red line, blue line, right wing side, out of the right circle. He's hit a bit from behind by Potter, but Mitchell put himself in that situation. Another hit, Nitschke goes down, as well as number 15, Brendan Murphy. So some hitting between these two teams early, Sam, as well as a nice diving attempt from number 22, Hayden Ursulak.
And some familiarity here. They played each other 3 times, so there's not a feeling out process, going straight into it, getting physical, and that's what RMU's going to have to do to try to throw Lindenwood off their game. Play the body a little bit to start. Alex
Kalow to the left wing side. It's Ursulak. He tried a nice toe drag, but a trifecta of Eagles stopped in there. But another chance in the low slot coming from number 6, Matt Runyon. That one is answered with the breadbasket of Mallon. 17:02 left in the first period. It's been all Lindenwood early.
All Lindenwood moving the puck well. A lot of patience from Lindenwood. You don't see him trying to force anything early, but you've got to give Mallon a ton of credit so far for those 2 big saves to keep RMU level, 0-0 here, not even 3 minutes in.
Zack Martin for RMU, the freshman forward. Comes from Overland Park, Kansas. 3 RMU Eagles come from that same city. And RMU controlling momentarily, but Hayden Ursulek trying to get it free as well. Nick Green took a tumble. And RMU breaks out with Tony Dahlberg, bottom of your screen, over the blue line, left wing side, gains his own, tried to hit the captain, Nick Rizzo, but a good back check from Alex Kalau, diffused that. And Zack Martin with the back pressure, diffusing a pass too. To the near side corner of the Lindenwood zone. This could be an odd man rush as Nick Green racing to the right wing side has Kalau in the middle, but that pass sticked away by Nick Rizzo, arguably the best player for RMU last night aside from the goaltender Cole Semchak. And Wilk backhands one of the Dallas Stars center ice logo for Oppo Nurminen. A nice stretch pass coming for Colton Crego. He has a tight angle shot. Awkward rebound coming to the front of the cage, but Lindenwood was on a change. Townsend couldn't keep that dump in as number 8 Turner Separitis racing to it against number 24 Kyler Newman for RMU, but Lindenwood, once again, that quick speed out of their own defensive zone is a reason why they're 27-1 on the season. And
you look at Lindenwood, when they don't have numbers back, their guys are racing hard to get back and get to the pucks and break it up. Robert Morse is going to have to find ways to win many battles.
Slap shot from the point, and a good save. That was Stover with the shot and a rebound. Oh, that one didn't go as well as it was trickling through the crease, and Dahlberg was unable to bury the open side. As now a flip in from Dominic Manaccio. Goes cross corner. So RMU with a little bit of a response. 15:32 left in the first period. Manaccio, a big reverse shoulder check there on number 18, Kate Owad, but Lindenwood retrieves it and doubles back in their own zone with Townsend, who can break out individually. And we get to see an example of that as he hits a man along the left wing side. That's Mike Lozano. Lozano, the 5th-year grad student, does a pirouette along the left wing side. The hash marks it goes. And a good pass for number 17. That's Finnegan to the point. It goes for Townsend, and his shot was blocked away in the high slot by Ryan Martin, who lays a hit on Finnegan, and Mancini eases a pass to the weak side where it's Josh Hart along the blue line. The pass goes only as far as Townsend. Lozano trying to hit a streaking Klomowski, went through his skates, and Ryan Martin, another flip pass for Josh Hart, missed the mark, but RMU retaining possession as of right now. 14:45 left in the first.
And one of those things I was saying about RMU, they're going to have to win these small battles like face-off opportunities. A good
out in front off the goalpost, Sam Mancini off a turnover, another shot. That one was blocked in front, but RMU almost the first goal of the game after a great individual effort from Ryan Martin.
And Ryan Martin almost gave RMU the opportune start, the golden chance right out in front of the net, ringing the crossbar. And again, that's one of those small battles RMU's going to have to win to try to win this hockey game.
Potter's dump and attempt was knocked down by the CSCHL playoff MVP, Jordan Klomowski. More on him in a bit. Ryan Finnegan down right wing side. He's got some room. He shoots one, and he was held up and hooked as that shot was weakly stopped by the right pad of Mallon. It's going to be a hooking call. Anthony Potter sits for 2, the first power play of the night. It goes to Lindenwood with 14:07 left in the first.
And Lindenwood's power play, we were talking about this in the pregame, 36.6% on the year. That is first in the CSCHL, and that's something dangerous that RMU did not want to give up. Lindenwood will get a chance to work the man advantage here in this first period.
And Lindenwood got a lot of time to practice their power play in the CSCHL final. They were 3 for 12. Yes, they had 12 power plays against Ohio. They won 9-4 in that game after it got away from the Bobcats in that third period. The Bobcats won their game today against UNLV. For the second straight year, they beat the Rebels. Here's Finnegan setting up for Townsend on the right point for Oppo Nurminen. Finnish defenseman, giving it back for Townsend along the high slot, looking for Finnegan, and again to the deep slot with Townsend. Finnegan along the right circle, along the hash marks. One-timer there coming from Zack Mitchell, and the shot is blocked and into the protected netting. But just an example, 32 seconds in, Sam, of how Lindenwood controls their power play. They like to get a lot of movement from the deep slot and the high slot.
And keeping it simple, Townsend not taking the shot too quickly, waiting for open opportunities. That is what makes this Lindenwood power play special. Good block there from Sam Turner out in front of the net to prevent a good scoring chance from Lindenwood.
Rizzo along the near side corner in the RMU zone. 1:20 left in Lindenwood's first power play of the night. Nurminen kept the puck in, walks the line, fakes it for Tommy Heinzman. Left-handed forward. Back for Nerman. Looking for the nice pass to the near side. It would have been a tap-in goal for number 17, Ryan Finnegan, who's had a lot of opportunities early in this one. Zack Mitchell gets it stripped away from him and cleared away by number 6, Tyler Kreitz for RMU. But Lindenwood right back on it. Flipped in by Heinzman. Behind the goal it goes for Finnegan with a backhanded pass and a wraparound try from Mitchell, but stuffed away by Mallon. Nermanen fakes around Koch. Doubles back along the RMU bench. A backhanded feed for Heinzman. Bottom of your screen along the near side half boards. Townsend settling it down. Wants to step in. Dekes around a man. Clears open some space for Nermanen. Back for Townsend. The drive. Deflected. Rebound. They score. It was a broken down play, and at the side of the goal, you guessed it, Sam, Ryan Finnegan, the Rookie of the Year in the ACHA.
A beautiful play from Finnegan to stick with that puck. Big rebound comes to him, taps it home for the first goal of the game. And again, it is Lindenwood with a great start. They get that first goal. Now RMU's going to have to try to respond as quick as possible and not let this game get out of hand early.
Finnegan's 11th goal of the season. He's had 11 multi-point games in his debut year with the Lions. It comes 7:18 into the first period. 1-0 Lindenwood. It's a power play goal. And we're right back into the action. We're glad you joined us. Cristiano Simonetta right now alongside Sam Fleming. Lindenwood gets the quick strike and the first strike of the CSCHL matchup in the ACHA National Tournament. And Nick Green right back on it for the Lions. Hitting Kaylau, but a backhand coming from Green was stifled by Mallon with the stick blade. And now onto the stick of Jake Nitschke. He flips one into the Lindenwood zone. Green had some trouble with it. Fakes the slap shot. Comes over to Stover left point, who winds one up. It's blocked by number 15, Brendan Murphy. Stover to the right side. Shot from Nitschke and a chest save from Cooper Cdot. 12:06 left in the first period.
That's a good response shift there from RMU. A good shot from Nitschke, good save from Cdot, and Jake Townsend gets the assist on that goal. Again, continuing his assist per game style. 29 assists now in 29 games if you count tonight. So again, Townsend a contributor, a good mover of the puck as he was very patient on that power play. Again, trying to take a shot, but again, a rebound goal for Lindenwood.
Sam Turner, number 7 in maroon and gold, wins the faceoff to Tony Wahlberg along the far side half boards, but it's stripped away quickly by number 22, Hayden Ursulek, the freshman forward out of Calgary. To the middle it goes for Kaylau. Puck goes through its skates. And another example of a broken down play, but Lindenwood winning those early 50-50 puck battles.
Those are the battles you have to win in this style of a hockey game at this level at the national tournament. You have to win the 50-50 battles. You have to win the corner battles, which are the biggest 50-50 battles, even the open ice battles, and Lindenwood so far just dominating those battles.
Speaking of a corner battle, as number 15 Murphy took a tumble, and now he's got the puck on his stick. A slap shot coming from the right point. That was deflected wide. As number 7, Zach Martin with it. Now back for Murphy. He tries for another long shot. Blockered away to the far side corner by Mallon. And finally, the Eagles are able to exit their own zone. Dahlberg, late on his shift, gets it to the opposition blue line. As Colton Crego on the back check against Nick Rizzo, who gets it in deep for the Eagles. 11:07 left in the first period, 1-0 Lindenwood. And the Lions using that great weave play out of their own zone and a nice open deke from Colton Crego, the freshman defenseman out of Monroe, Wisconsin, to the near side corner. He's in on the forecheck, and he'll skate away with it as Murphy on the right wing side. So Crego, the defenseman, playing forward in tonight's game. Pretty incredible how Rick Zombo can implement and mix and match his forward defensemen. They could play multiple roles as we've seen early on.
And that's why Lindenwood is so good. Your forwards and your defensemen can play both ways. And you look at it, some freshmen in this team. Normally when you see these top-ranked teams, it's got a lot of veteran leadership, and sure, Lindenwood does. But you've seen a lot of these freshmen, including the first goal scorer, Ryan Finnegan, help this team to a successful year so far.
Heinzman to Townsend, dangling along the line. Flips it for Heinzman. A forehand backhand move around Martin, and it's Zack Mitchell on the right circle. Feeds it for number 24 Newman, and back for Townsend. Firing one through traffic that was blocked off the skate of number 8 Separitis for RMU. We've reached the halfway point of the first period. 1-0 Lindenwood. Manaccio trying to hunt for it. Heinzman right behind the cage with a nice stick move around Rizzo. And Townsend's got a wide open blast, and that's off the blocker of Mallon and gloved by Rizzo. RMU trying to survive this chance. They do, but it will be at the expense of an icing Lindenwood with an offensive zone faceoff coming up. 9:42 left in the first.
And you have to give Mallon a lot of credit for the saves he has made to keep this only at a 1-0 lead for Lindenwood. Already facing 8 shots, stopping 7 of them. An incredible blocker save. You want to talk about one of the best saves of the tournament, though. Go back to that game right before us with Phil Babb's incredible glove save. Watch that. It's on the ACHA Men's Division I Twitter page. An incredible save from the Oklahoma goaltender in the game prior.
And right off the draw, we get a whistle, and we're going to take a quick break. You are watching the 2019 ACHA National Championships presented by the ACHA Network.
The 2019 ACHA National Championships are brought to you by Aries Sportswear, official merchandise partner of the ACHA. Howie's Hockey Tape, the official tape provider of the ACHA. And the City of Frisco.
And we're back from Frisco, Texas. It's the 2019 ACHA National Championship presented by the ACHA Network. I'm Christian Seminette, joined alongside by Sam Fleming. Sam, Lindenwood a 1-0 lead with 9:40 left in the first period, and the ice seems to have shifted to Chris Mallon's end.
And Chris Mallon has faced a lot of shots, and like I was saying before we went to break, he's made some key saves. Robert Morris is still very much in this game. It's early on. They have a chance to try to tie it up and contain Lindenwood, but Lindenwood continuing to just show how good they are.
Townsend in the deep slot. Now for Newman, touch pass for Lozano. Along the near side corner and out of the half boards for Townsend. Another shot, and that's off the right arm of Mallon. And deflected to the far side corner where Mancini tips it out to neutral ice. RMU keeping their same personnel on the ice as Klimowski takes a tumble. And Potter, one hand on his stick, lost it to Finnegan. Finnegan, right turn. Oh, what a deke move. And now in the back and right pass, saved by Mallon. Oh, boy, Ryan Finnegan with an unbelievable one-handed deke move to the backhand. But Chris Mallon read the scouting report and stopped it with the right pad.
Ryan Finnegan was trying to add another highlight to this day and possibly make ACHA tonight later, but that's the thing we talk about, broken plays. You saw Klimowski fall down, but Lindenwood right on that loose puck with Finnegan, and he made an incredible move. But again, it's the goaltender, number 29, Chris Mallon, with a great save.
Stover absorbs a hit and makes a play. Manaccio to the far side, it's Mike Cacciato. The pass away from Nitsche, back onto the stick of Stover, and Manaccio, who you can spot from a mile away with the long hair. You love to see the flow in Frisco, Texas for this week of the ACHA National Tournament. Wilk, now for Kalow, right pass, a rebound try, oh, and that one's just over the glove of Mallon, and maybe a 2-on-1 chance. Nitsche down the left wing side has Coach racing to the middle, but that shot missed everything from Nitsche as he was running out of real estate because of the back check from the Lions. Here's Manaccio, right point, looking for a high slot redirect from Nitsche, missed his stick. 8:20 left in the first period. Nitsche winds one, and it's stopped by Wilk along the goal line. Wilk, one of the 6. And yes, Sam, 6 players selected to the World University Games for the United States of America. Kalow tries that same deke that Finnegan did, didn't get the success, and he bumps into the goaltender in the process. The net comes off its moorings, a stoppage, 11:58 into the first.
And an incredible representation for Team USA, just alone from Lindenwood. 6 players, that is something to have. Even just getting 1 player selected to the World University Games, but to have 6, that's a testament to Rick Zombo's program and how well Lindenwood is. And you talked about Nitsche's rush there and the back check from Lindenwood. Teams thrive off the odd man rush, but you're rarely going to get one against Lindenwood because of how hard they work for all 60 minutes in a game.
And they're a disciplined team too, and when they do take penalties, they're 90.7% efficient on the PK, which is just incredible to me. Aside with their power play too of 36.6. Here's Dahlberg, a tight angle drive. Grabbed by the glove of CDOT, and CDOT was the goaltender for the United States in the World University Games. He was 2-0 when called upon.
So 26-0 for CDOT if you count the World University games, but that was a good save from him, maybe one of his tougher tests early on, but you just see how good he is. He's a very big goaltender as well. Not a lot of net to shoot on when you look at that coming down as a forward or a defenseman shooting from the point.
Shots on goal, 11-6 in favor of Lindenwood as Joe Molfetta had the puck, wandered away from him, and a race to it. Colton Crego against Nick Rizzo, and the captain for RMU wins that one, reaches the hash marks 12 minutes and 24 seconds into the first period.
We talk about a good day overall for the ACHA. 3 great games. We had a 5-1 win for Ohio earlier, the 1-0 win for the defending national champions, barely scraping by, and then the 6-1 win for Michigan Dearborn. So all so far, seeds 2 through 4 through to the next round. Let's see if Lindenwood can punch or can RMU possibly break up the party.
Dahlberg's shot went wide. Kreitz on the forecheck couldn't get to it. And Brendan Murphy outlets for number 5, Blair Barrows. To the far side it goes. Colton Crego was almost pushing to the RMU bench, but he gets the puck in deep. 7:17 left in the first. Nick Rizzo. A machine out here for RMU, dangling over the blue line. He was stopped up, and Zack Mitchell, who can really wind up the wheels out of Chicago, Illinois, takes over the high slot, fires one that was just wide of the far post. Didn't miss by much. Runyon behind the goal for Mitchell, who's boarded by a pair of Eagles. Now to the far side corner, getting help from Zach Martin. And Mitchell again. It's a 4-man dogfight along that far side. Kept in by Lindenwood. Flip shot on goal off of a skate in front. Another whack at it. The puck is still loose as the shot came from Runyon. And Mitchell was right in the kitchen of Mallon, but to no avail, as well as Zach Martin.
You've got to give credit to Robert Morris. After giving up the first goal of the game, sometimes that can demoralize you a little bit, but you don't see any heads hanging on that bench. They're continuing to work hard. They've had some great chances go the other way, have had good defensive stands as well. They just haven't been able to generate anything so far because of how strong Lindenwood is to loose pucks and on the back check, as we talked about early on.
Score Dillis, a nice fancy move behind his own net. Bit of a risky one, it paid off. Josh Hart, the other end of the ice. He speeds in around the cage, and number 24, Maroon's going to keep it and shoulder a hit and now try and bounce off of it, but Mitchell will take the puck along the red line, blue line, right wing side, or left wing side rather, and it's back in for Lindenwood. Mallon out to play it, touches it up for Skordillis, and 2 Lions surrounding him, including Tommy Heinzman, forces a turnover. Here comes Martin. He fires one, or rather, number 17, Finnegan, looking for his second of the night. That was deflected, broken down. Mallon with the cover, 6:14 left in the first.
Finnegan's been all over the ice for Lindenwood tonight. He got that first goal of the game off the rebound, a fancy move that almost led to that first chance for his second goal. But good job, the awareness from Lindenwood and the awareness from Finnegan on that play to know where the pass was going and intercept it. They've been strong without the puck. That's a key in the games as well.
Finnegan looking for goal number 2, and he just tried that blocker side again and missed everything. Townsend, flip shot, floater from the line. And that one met the end boards. Great pass out in front, backhand try, and that one couldn't find the back of the net off the stick of number 24, Newman, and Finnegan's the one who set him up. Finnegan, not only a goal scorer, 30 assists on the year that leads Lindenwood. And he's got the puck in Gretzky's office. Monacchio pressuring him, and the puck goes awry. And back into neutral ice, where number 11, Mike Lozano out of Lockport, Illinois, will keep it. And give it across for Newman. Bottom of your screen for Jake Townsend. Skipping across the blue line was Klomovsky along the near side corner. And a nice deep move from Lucas Stover. Pass across, but kept in at the line. Klomovsky, great backhanded pass for Finnegan on the left wing side. And another pass across for Lozano. But that shot was blocked away by Nitsche. 5:20 left in the first period. Klomovsky holding on to it. Pass intercepted by Mike Cacciato, and Nitsche on his right side. 2-on-3 the other way. Nice move by Cacciato. On the backhand, sent one to the high slot, but not a single Eagle was there as Scott Koch was trailing, but just a little bit too late. 5:02 left in the first.
A good play from Cacciato to try to set that up. That could have been a golden chance for Robert Morris, just no one in the slot. And again, moving the puck well has been Lindenwood as we're going to get an icing here. And you talked about the 30 assists from Finnegan. This team is very unselfish. You don't see a lot of plays where it's a coast-to-coast rush. It's a lot of trying to move the puck, bang-bang plays, and we've seen some great passing from Lindenwood tonight that leads to grade A opportunities.
You look up and down this lineup of Lindenwood, Sam, and a lot of guys over 10 points, some over 20, some over 30, and you even got guys hitting the 40-point mark when they're only playing 28 games. It's pretty incredible and remarkable. Robert Morris, you can't forget about this team. They're 1 goal away. It's still early, and Chris Mallon has proved that he could stop a lot of pucks. Here's Rizzo. Faking the shot along the left wing side. Kayla was sprawling. And now it's Mancini from a tight angle off the blocker. As Rizzo with a backhand to the near side. And the Lions trying to hunt down that loose puck, and a big hit there. Molfetta to the far side it goes, and a shot pass in front was blocked away. As it is Kreitz to the middle for Dahlberg. That shot from the tight angle. The puck is still loose. Possibly, I was sure that CDOT had grabbed onto it. He did. The whistle comes, 15:35 into the first, 1-0 Lindenwood.
And you talked about how Chris Mallon has come into this game and kept RMU in this game against Lindenwood. That's a tough ask for a goaltender. You don't start the first game of the tournament. Sure, this team just played last night an overtime thriller against Jamestown, but Mallon has done a fantastic job stepping between the pipes for the Eagles, making some big saves on some point-blank opportunities.
Martin loses the draw against number 12 Vic Lombardi, junior forward out of Colorado for Lindenwood. He's been a big part of this program over the past 3 years. Speaking of big parts of the program, it's Josh Hart for Robert Morris, number 24. He's the 24-year-old forward out of Centennial, Colorado. So good story there from two of the players in this one as Mallon gets bumped by his own captain. That's Nick Rizzo, as some contact was there from Cade Owad. Cade Owad not afraid to throw the body, a whistle, 4:03 left in the first.
And that's something we've seen in these games just in general today. A lot more physicality than maybe some of those games in the play-in day yesterday. Teams not afraid to throw around the body. We talked about that Ohio UNLV game, got a little bit physical early on. Those teams know each other from last year, but so far we've seen the body thrown around, but a pretty clean game. Only one penalty so far.
Off the draw on a right pad save after Zack Martin raced to that dot and let one go. And I think the scouting report, we talked about it a little bit, on Mallon seems to be low, seems to be blocker side, and Lindenwood has tested him early and often with 14 shots on goal in the opening 16-12. Mancini to the far side, it's Martin. Turn it over to Mitchell. Lost his skates, but still is able to get the pass across for Martin. And now Sam Mancini one-on-one. Wilk is back. Mancini trying to drive. Good active stick from Wilk. And Martin overskated as well. Lindenwood back onto the attack as they clear one to the far side in front of their own bench. Manaccio lost the puck as it bounced over his stick, and he was flattened by Martin. Wilk in his own zone. To the center ice logo, it's Jake Nitchie. Defending away from Oppo Nerman. He'll dump it back for number 23, Zack Mitchell. And Mitchell between his own circles. Nice pass in the middle area for number 4, Jordan Klimowski. And now for Finnegan. Another nice forehand, backhand move. He'll take it behind the goal with 3:01 left in the first period. Klimowski trying to finesse one through to the slot. He gets it right back and a right shoulder save. Another broken down play, Sam, for Lindenwood, but they look like they're all set plays when it comes to Lindenwood's ability to grab that loose puck.
And that's the ability to make something out of nothing, as they like to say in hockey terms. But Lindenwood continuing to find ways just to get shots on net. But again, it's Mallon who has made saves time after time, only giving up that one goal early on.
Cachado battling against Matt Runyon. On the far side corner of the Lindenwood zone. Brendan Murphy finesses his way through to the neutral zone now for Ryan Finnegan. Gaining the line, right wing side, pass out in front for Lozano. Another slap shot from Murphy. Missed the cage. Runyon along the left wing side, and now he'll interchange with Finnegan, who lost the puck. He's late on his shift, and he'll double back and hitting number 12, Vic Lombardi, who was pressured there by Sam Turner. It's cleared in by RMU. Cooper Cdot with the backhand of the paddle. Goes to the near side, but a good hit by Turner keeps the puck alive for the Eagles, but quickly pouncing on it are the Lions once again. Cleared in by number 5, Barrows. Out of Denville, New Jersey, the freshman forward. And he clears it now for Crego to the near side corner with 1:43 left in the first period. Townsend with a fadeaway drive as he was bumped off the puck. Didn't result in anything as RMU breaking out 2v4, and that's not really going to result in any scoring opportunities when you have so many Lions back on the back check, but RMU holding their own so far, 1:27 left in the first.
And give them credit, they're fighting hard. They've made some good defensive zone plays, just not able to get much going offensively. It's going to have to be something that they force Lindenwood to make a mistake in order to try to get something going on the offensive side.
Especially at 5-on-5, not much doing for the Eagles. Back to neutral zone. We'll go in front of the penalty box is Zack Mitchell. Drops it for Jake Townsend. Townsend over the blue line. Mitchell has a man out in front. It's wide open, and now a great save on Zack Martin. Chris Mallon, 14 stops, make it 15 out of 16 shots on goal in the opening 18:59 for the number 1 team in the nation.
Hats off to Chris Mallon so far. He has played phenomenal in that point-blank opportunity for the Lions for Zack Martin. And you talk about a great feed. Zack Mitchell finding that puck in a scrum to throw it out in front to Martin, but again, Mallon, stellar in net for Robert Morris.
Down to the final minute of the opening frame, 1-0 Lindenwood, thanks to a goal scored by Ryan Finnegan. In the early portions of the first period, it came on the power play. Anthony Potter skips it off a stick for Josh Hart. RMU maybe with some numbers. Martin lost the puck in the high slot, recovered there by Tommy Hines in the senior forward out of St. Louis, Missouri. Potter over the center ice logo on his backhand, eased one in, and Mancini didn't go in and jump for it as Wilk reverses it to the far side. Oppo Nurminen. Nurminen passed right on the skate to stick of Alex Kalau. He's got it on the right circle for the RMU zone. 25 seconds, or rather 20 seconds, left in the first period. Shot from a tight angle came from Nick Green, missed the mark, and it serves as a self-clear for the Lions. And desperate changes for RMU in the later stages of this first, just trying to get out of this, maybe tying the game here as Jake Nitschke goes and draws a penalty. And that's what you need if you're Robert Morris with 1.8 seconds left in the first period. Nitschke going wide, and it's going to be the Eagles' first crack with the man advantage.
And a good play from Nitschke to drive that hard to the net. It looks like we're going to get a cross-checking call here on number 8. That's Austin Wilk. But this is big for Robert Morris. Again, like you said, not much opportunities, 5-on-5 going against Lindenwood. You get a power play, 1.8 here. Try to get a quick shot off, but that time will translate over into that next period. So a good opportunity for Robert Morris here.
Robert Morris, 11.8% of the power play as Martin fans on a drive at the end of the period. The Eagles had pulled their goalie for the 6th attacker. And that will do it for the first set of 20. Lindenwood 1, RMU 0. Your opening thoughts on that opening frame?
Well, a little bit of a lower score than some people would think, but you've got to give Robert Morris credit for hanging in there. They've played strong defensively, and you have to give Chris Mallon a round of applause for how well he's played. Some great stops. Again, Lindenwood got that first goal from Ryan Finnegan. They continue to move the puck well, win the battles, somehow make something out of nothing with these broken plays. But again, Robert Morris is going to have to continue to hang in there, try to find something offensively, or Lindenwood might try to pull away with this game in the second.
RMU will have 1 minute and 59 seconds left on their power play chance as Austin Wilk sits 2 minutes for cross-checking. Last night, RMU, they had one power play attempt against Jamestown, and it was Sam Mancini in the low slot bearing it, so they are 100%, but you're going to get up against the 90.7% PK of the Lindenwood Lions. How are you going to break that down to start this second period when you know that opening faceoff is going to be important if you want to set up offense?
You're going to have to win that opening faceoff is the key. You're going to have to maintain possession of the puck, but the other thing you're going to have to do, try to make a simple mistake that will be costly. That's what Robert Morris will have to do on this power play.
All right, we're going to take a break. You are watching the 2019 ACHA National Championships presented by the ACHA Network.
not ready. You're not ready. Let's go!
Hockey heads are special, which is why we protect them with a helmet designed, built, and tested to endure real-world hockey impacts.
Skating was hard at first. Sometimes I fell, but I always got back up. Now when I'm skating, I feel like a rocket, or maybe a race car. Something really fast. It's my second favorite feeling. Scoring is my favorite. I think I like it even more than birthday cake.
And ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Comerica Center in Frisco, the 2019 American Collegiate Hockey Association Tournament Day 2. Here we see Lindenwood right now taking on Robert Morris. A pretty good first period, 1-0 your score here with Boz Echeverria. I'm Justin DeVellis. Boz, what did you see in the first period?
I think this is what you look at. It's a classic 1 versus 17 matchup, and I think it kind of shows there. I mean, not really something that we kind of pay attention to, but I think you talk about like sabermetrics and kind of the analytics of everything. Lindenwood had a ton of time in their offensive zone. I mean, granted, if you don't score goals, it doesn't really matter a whole lot, but Lindenwood ended up scoring a goal, and that's kind of what you're looking for. I mean, Lindenwood had plenty of opportunities on that. They ended up with about 16 shots in that first period, so kind of a big indicator of what might come to have. But I mean, Lindenwood really outclassing Robert Morris in the first period.
Outclassing Robert Morris. Lindenwood looks a little bit faster, a little bit more ready to go, but maybe that's why they're definitely the 1 seed. So many shots for Lindenwood in the first period. Could it honestly have been worse than just 1-0?
I think that opportunity is there. I think there's a little bit of rust with Lindenwood. I think we saw that yesterday with the play-in games, and of course the lower seeds today were playing. There was a little bit of rust that they had to shake off, but once they kind of settled into their own game, they ended up putting up a lot of goals, and I think that might be the storyline here with Lindenwood. They had a lot of opportunities. A lot of opportunities came from the slot, and that's one of the areas that you really can't be giving shots up in that area if you want to stay in the game. So if you're Robert Morris, you should be looking to kind of hole up that area and kind of force plays out to the outside, because Lindenwood's really getting a lot of opportunities up the middle and a lot of breakaway opportunities as well.
A lot of opportunities. The statistics, if you just look at them, you're seeing Lindenwood's up big. But it doesn't seem as if Robert Morris is afraid of this 1 seed. They're kind of taking it to him, hitting him on the boards. It's getting physical, but Robert Morris isn't scared at all.
Yeah, and that's one of the things. If you're Robert Morris, you definitely got to take the body. You got to stay close with your man, but let them know that you're there. But sticking with your man, playing physical, it can only do so much. You really not need to start kind of breaking off of that, being able to get the puck, break out, get into your offensive zone, and set up the cycle there, especially if you're a lower seed and you want to start competing with these, or actually a higher seed competing with lower seeds.
Just how big is the second period for Robert Morris, and how do they get back into this game? How do they even it up at 1?
You got to skate. That's the biggest thing. I know you're tired. You played yesterday. You're coming in on a team that has been here for a couple of days. You got to rest the legs yesterday. Traveling's hard for any team, and I think we kind of forget that being in a national tournament like this, even though they're coming in from the Central States area, Chicago. I mean, not a crazy flight from where we've seen other teams come from, but nevertheless, you look at travel and rest is huge, especially at this time of the year. I mean, you guys have been these teams have been going at it since August. So if you're Robert Morris, just keep skating. I mean, you got the warm up. I know you're tired, but fatigue is an issue. You may have an off day tomorrow if you win.
Off day tomorrow, possibly for the winner. Second period coming up. We have great action. 1-0 your score. Boz, thanks so much. We will be right back from the ACHA National Tournament from the Comerica Center in Frisco.
You know the answer. You studied for this. Come on. Timmy! Come on, Timmy. You got this, son. Pencil to paper. Focus. Come on, Timmy. Focus. Focus. Take the puck. There you go. Skate. Skate. Pass it. You call that a pass? What are you doing? You missed the puck. Come on.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Comerica Center in Frisco, Texas for day 2 of the ACHA National Tournament here with Boz Echeverry. Boz, second period coming up. Michael Lozano scored the first goal for Lindenwood. Who's a player you're looking for in the second period to make an impact?
I mean, if you're looking at Lindenwood, I think CDOT, the goaltender, I mean, I think looking at the first period, he was a little bit liberal with the puck and the way that he handled it. But, you know, your team is based off your goaltender. CDOT, we've seen him kind of be liberal with the puck play in this tournament before. For Lindenwood, if you're Robert Morris, it's really about team play. Your whole team has to play as one cohesive unit. I know that's really cliche, but if you're Robert Morris, stick to the guys that are in your zone, communicate, and really you got to shore up the basics before you start going out and competing with a team like Lindenwood. Especially if you're tired, you really have to stick to the basics to kind of break out and start to create your own opportunities in their zone, and that's going to be a key in the second period. If Robert Morris is able to get into the zone and set up a cycle, that'll help him out a lot and create some opportunities.
I mean, like you said, the game really isn't out of hand. It's only 1-0. And correct me if I'm wrong, Robert Morris is coming out on the power play?
Yeah. You know, it's kind of a rough penalty at the end of the period, but you come out with a power play, you get a goal. It's an even game, and anything goes once. I mean, the score's netted up because you get a go-ahead goal if you're Robert Morris, and you know, playing with house money, especially a team that is expected to go deep in Lindenwood.
Playing with house money, I like that. Stay on the power play. You don't want it to be the other way around because Lindenwood takes advantage like they did in the first period. They'll score.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's a big thing for them. Second period coming up. We have action for you right here on the ACHA Network. Justin DeVellis, Boz Echeverry, thanks for joining us for the intermission report. Second period coming up. Stick with us.
Come on. You know the answer. You studied for this. Come on. Timmy. Come on, Timmy. You got this, son. Pencil to paper. Focus. Come on, Timmy. Focus. Focus. Take the puck. There you go. Skate. Skate. Pass it. You call that a pass? What are you doing? You missed the puck. Come on.
Skating was hard at first. Sometimes I fell, but I always got back up. Now when I'm skating, I feel like a rocket, or maybe a race car. Something really fast. It's my second favorite feeling. Scoring is my favorite. I think I like it even more than birthday cake.
And we welcome you back into the Comerica Center in Frisco, Texas, home of the 2019 ACHA National Championships. Hi, everybody. I'm Cristiano Smith, joined alongside by Sam Fleming and Sam Lindenwood, up 1-0 over the RMU Eagles. The fourth game of today's jam-packed slate. Why don't you fill in the rest of the crowd on the rest of the games that occurred earlier today?
So a great day here at the Comerica Center here. 3 great games earlier. Starting out with Ohio and UNLV, a rematch of last season's next day 2 matchup between the two teams. Didn't go to overtime this time, a 5-1 win with Tyler Harkins picking up a hat trick for the Bobcats. And then the second game, a little bit of a shocker because Missouri State held their ground against Adrian. Not a lot of people expecting them, but a hard-fought battle by the Ice Bears. Great goaltending in that game. Adrian, though, does eventually come away with the win and keep their title defense alive. A 1-0 victory, the smallest margin we've had so far at the Division I tournament. 1 goal differential, along with the overtime game from Jamestown and RMU. And then, of course, before our game, Michigan Dearborn, the number 2 ranked team, defeated Oklahoma. Phil Babb, though, standing on his head, the SC top 10 save. But you can catch it all tonight here on the ACHA Network and ACHA Tonight, where not only they will recap the D1 day, but you'll get the action updates from Plano, Texas, as the ACHA Men's Division II National Tournament also kicked off as well.
Yeah, is there an ACHA Tonight top 10? I know we're going to have the highlights, but it's been a great night and a great day of collegiate club hockey. As Andy Storrs delivering the message, of course, Austin Wilk. 1:59 left on his cross-checking minor. RMU, their first power play of the night. They will go from left to right in maroon, gold, and white. And Lindenwood going from right to left in white, black, and gold. Great uniforms, huh, Sam? Both sides. I love these colors meshing together. 2 CSCHL rivals. We're ready to go for the second period. RMU on the power play. It's Nick Rizzo. His own blue line. With the push and back entry, possibly from number 7, Sam Turner. Gains the red line, blue line, right wing side, dodges a hit, and Turner will be the first one to his own dump in, as well as Jake Townsend, who rattles one along the near side. And Lindenwood, the number 24, Kyler Newman, gets out and deflected by Klimovsky. He's got a chance on the left circle. Jordan Klimovsky with a toe drag, lost the puck momentarily, got it back. Now for Townsend, had the puck stripped off his stick. And Martin skates in his own zone for Rizzo. 1:23 left on RMU's power play, and it's not the way that they have started it. And here's Martin on the near side corner. Cleared away past the glove of Rizzo, and Lindenwood, we see now in the tournament why they're 90.7% efficient when they're shorthanded 1 or 2 men.
And you do not want to give them the puck shorthanded either, because they almost had a grade A opportunity out in front of the net. But again, RMU's going to have to try to set something up in these latter stages of this power play if they want to try to get back and tie this hockey game.
Puck goes out of play, 1:06 into the second period, 53 seconds left on Austin Wilk's minor for cross-checking. The goal scored in the first period, Ryan Finnegan, the rookie phenom for Lindenwood. His 41st point of the season, and Finnegan, the Rookie of the Year in the CSCHL, all-rookie team of the CSCHL, first team all-league in the CSCHL. Quite the stat line from a guy who's got 3 or possibly 4 years left in ACHA hockey.
And that's a promising future, for, to say the least, for Rick Zombo and Lindenwood. And it's incredible to see a player like him already for a team that's number 1 in the nation having that big an impact and that many accolades.
Nick Green, 1-on-1 shorthanded against Stover. The rest of the Eagles try and help out their defensemen. And Dahlberg also lending a hand, but the puck was skipped past Koch, the number 22 Ursulek, on the forecheck, and a huge hit there from Nick Green. He's got the puck. It skitters across that blue paint, the outside of the crease. 18:27 left in the second period, 25 seconds left in the power play for RMU. And they haven't seemed to be getting anything going with their first shot at the man advantage. And look at the drop pass from Malin, a bit of a risky play, but he got rid of it before number 12 Vic Lombardi was able to scoop it up. And here's Jake Nitschke over the center ice logo, through the deep slot, gains the zone for RMU. Koch is just battered, bottom of your screen by Lombardi. Great keeping by Stover. Cacciato left circle, fires one off the pad of CDOT. And back behind the goal, we're back to 5-on-5 is Nitschke turning away from a check. Backhanded pass for Cacciato, tight angle again, and he tries to go through the wickets. CDOT says no. 2:06 into the second period, 1-0 Lindenwood.
So right as the power play is ending, two of the best chances Robert Morris has had in this game, but again, CDOT making some big saves, and it's just that continued effort for Lindenwood. We wondered how they would play being that #1 team in the national tournament. There's a lot of pressure with that ranking besides your name, but Lindenwood, they haven't let them affect it so far.
Martin loses the draw, and Lindenwood in their own zone behind their own cage. It's number 8, Austin Wilk, fresh off that penalty. It's a pass back to the right circle. Zack Mitchell lost his footing. Lindenwood's bench wanted a penalty, and they got none of it. Potter to the far side half-boards, tipped away. Nice toe drag for number 9, Heinzman. Tommy Heinzman behind the goal, looking out in front, and that pass was ticked away, and maybe a 2-on-1 chance for RMU, but the back check. The back pressure from Oppo Nurminen diffuses that in a hurry. Sam Mancini back on the puck along the right circle and in Lindenwood's end. Nurminen hitting Mitchell in stride. It's a 3-on-2 rush for the Lions. Nurminen back for Mitchell in his skate. He shot one in a right pad save. A little bit of a 1970s-esque stand-up stop for Mallon, and now Molfetta. Right circle, looking for the trailer. Instead, he went to the middle, Sam, and I thought he was going to pass it to Anthony Potter, who was wide open in the high slot. Nonetheless, Mitchell in the high slot of the RMU zone. Range to the right circle on the corner. Behind the cage, has a man along the left side. It's Newman. Newman behind the goal again. Missed Klimowski. To the far side it goes for Dahlberg. Tony Dahlberg, nice pass for Joe Molfetta. 1-on-1, blue line, left wing side. Dangling, oh, what a moving shoots one and a stick save there by CDOT. But Molfetta pulling out all the stops here in the ACHA National Tournament. 16:25 left in the second period. Klimowski on the rush. We're going end-to-end here, Sam. Lozano had the puck. Fiddle through his skates, but he's got it again. Lozano along the near side corner. Sam Turner flipped it from him, and it gets all the way down the ice into Lindenwood's end. No icing.
And Molfetta with great hand skills there to try to create a chance on CDOT. But again, it's just Lindenwood doesn't give up too many opportunities like that, and they turned it into a rush the other way.
And the long change certainly becoming a factor here is turning off a play to the right circle is Finnegan for Townsend, a drive, and that blast was stifled by the blocker of Mallon. To the near side, Dahlberg. 4 men in that corner. The shots are 18-11 in favor of Lindenwood. And what a grab there from Townsend. If he didn't knock that down, it would have been a breakaway for Turner Separitis, but Lindenwood on the attack still. Rizzo, his weak flip out was knocked down by Lombardi along the far side corner. Pass out in front, oh, and they score! It's Finnegan's second of the game. And it's 2-0 Lindenwood. 4:33 into the second.
And again, you just can't give Finnegan that much space, and a beautiful shot to pick it over the shoulder of Mallon. It was only a matter of time for Finnegan, who's had a great game so far. Both goals for the Lions here, 2-0 with 15:27 to go. And again, Lindenwood just continuing to move that puck super well.
Finnegan's 12th goal of the season, and now it's his 12th multi-point game, which is just incredible for a guy in his first year in the program as the puck skips along the benches and will get a stoppage. 4:39 into the second period. And Mike Lozano with that excellent feed out in front, only his 9th assist of the year at 32 points last year. But wide open was Finnegan to bury that puck over the left shoulder of Mallon.
And if people saw that in the corner, Lozano had to jump up and glove that down to put it on his stick. So a great quick heads-up play from him to feed Finnegan in the slot. 2 great acrobatic catches to keep the puck in the zone.
And RMU trying to fend off this attack from Lindenwood, and maybe a 2-on-1 rush the other way. Here's Mancini, but it just evaporates, Sam, as Matt Runyon got to the puck. Manaccio with it now. To the far side along the neutral zone, nobody's open. Martin racing to it. Josh Hart gets off the ice quickly, or else that was going to be a too-many-men penalty against the Eagles. Flip back into Lindenwood's territory. 14:39 left in the second period. Great speed coming off the skates of Matt Runyon. Behind the cage, number 22, Hayden Ursulak. To left point, Lombardi. He goes cross corner. Scored Ilse the first one there. And knocked back out to center ice, which appears to be the only move Robert Morris can use at even strength, because that back check, that back pressure from Lindenwood has been a vice grip on the attack as being labeled there was Jake Nietzsche-Oppo. Nerman with a big hit. Kalau's got the puck along the near side corner of the RMU zone. Pass out for Nerman again. Shooting one and a nice blocker save. Recovered by Mallon, so no second chance. 5:58 left in the second period. Oppo Nerman, a huge hit at one end, a nice chance at the other. And you look back at that goal by Finnegan, right in the low slot. You can't keep that guy wide open if you expect to be successful, and Lozano's pass was a big reason for it.
And the Rookie of the Year continuing to play well. What a shot from him. Didn't hesitate on it. Quick to the puck, just fired it with the one-timer. And again, the unselfishness of Lindenwood to feed that out in front and get that goal.
And Mallon just got a piece of it with his left shoulder, but it's skipped by, and it's a 2-0 lead for the Lions. 13:48 left in the second period. Heinzman goes across now. Dahlberg with a nice forecheck, so it's kept in by Potter. Nerman with an alley-oop against Potter. He knocks it right down, but almost problematic, and possibly will be, as Lindenwood's going to have the puck here. Just bad luck for RMU and the capitalization by Lindenwood whenever the puck seems to be free. And pass out in front from Nerman. The puck's on the stick of Zack Mitchell, and that one was blocked away. Trying to keep it in are the Lions, but being unable to is number 8, Austin Wilk. Oppo Nerman surely knows how to set up his own teammates and also put the puck in the back of the net. 11 goals this season, 19 assists as we get a whistle and an icing. 6:56 into the second.
And he's not afraid to throw the body either. He's thrown some big hits in this game, and that's the thing about Lindenwood's game. They are a very disciplined team, but they're not afraid to get physical, and that's a good fine line to have. You can be disciplined while playing physical, but I want to go back to something we talked about with the back check. Lindenwood's always got somebody who's there to cover in case one of their players makes a mistake, which seems rare, and that's how they're able to do so well and get back, and that's just how disciplined this team is mentally and physically on the ice.
Cachado loses the draw against the junior forward Jordan Klimowski and Lindenwood. That balanced attack coming to the bottom of your screen now. It's Zack Mitchell. Gain the line for Lindenwood, drops it for Wilk along the left circle. He's pressured by Kreitz, who will wand one to the near side. 2-on-1 chance now. Mike Cachado along the left circle. Stops and starts, toe drag and a shot. Was high over the glove as Kreitz got the puck back. One hand on his stick, eases one to the slot. And back out to center along that center ice logo, flipped into Ceda. And he flies one to the near side. What a pass on the tape of Klimowski, but nothing further materializing there. Lozano in the neutral zone, sends it across for Finnegan. Now for Klimowski, spinning chance. Looking for Lozano, who was creeping towards that crease. 12:15 left in the second. Lozano to the right point, it's Townsend. Jake Townsend has some time now. Klimowski. Puck skittered away from him and now thrown to the far side. Back for Townsend. Winds it up. Deflected just wide as it almost hit off of Rizzo and went in. 12:01 left in the second. Lindenwood with another chance.
Not letting off for the Lions. They're trying to continue to push this lead, and great movement of the puck. Some authority on the passes as well. No doubts.
Turnover here. Mancini left circle. Fires off the goalpost. Oh, he had Cedot beat along the short side, but got another shot out in front. And a one-handed chance. A backhander there. Josh Hart on the doorstep, but Cedot denied that one too. Mancini out of Bloomingdale, Illinois, on the far side corner. Kicks the puck for Hart. Shot there. Blocked by the skate of Lozano with 11:30 left in the second period. But a turnover after Lozano tried to get too cute with it in the neutral zone. Mancini beats Cedot, but not the iron.
And one of those rare miscues from Lindenwood, and just a few inches from capitalizing on it was Mancini. And again, Cedot thanking his friend the goalpost for keeping that one out.
Lombardi taps one in as the play still goes. 11:07 left in the second period. Pass out in front for Owad. He was bumped off the puck. Manaccio to the right side. Kept in there by number 15, Brendan Murphy. And Murphy whacks one to his stick. Back for Owad along the blue line. A little bit of a bouncing puck in this second period, Sam. And the long change. Turnovers happen. Chances happen. And we've seen one goal from number 17, Ryan Finnegan, his second goal of the night. Racing to it along the left point is Matt Runyon. Behind the goal now for Owad. Owad, the senior forward out of Calgary, Alberta, wears one of the A's for Rick Zombo's club. Four-man dog pile behind the goal now for Stover, who knocks one to the near side. Mike Cachado goes red line, blue line, right wing side, and he'll flip one in, and Cedot will glove it quickly. 9:47 into the second period, 2-0 Lindenwood.
And you talked about the rolling pucks a little bit, as it looks like we're going to get a media timeout here. We'll talk a little bit about that after the timeout.
The 2019 ACHA National Championships are brought to you by Barron Championship Rings, proud sponsor and championship ring provider for the ACHA. Warrior Sports, the preferred stick supplier of the ACHA. The Dallas Stars. For tickets and more information, visit dallasstars.com. And Southwest Airlines, the official event airline partner of the 2019 ACHA National Championships.
And we're back from the Comerica Center in Frisco, Texas. I'm Cristiano Semena, joined alongside by Sam Fleming. 2-0 Lindenwood over the RMU Eagles of Illinois, as RMU Pennsylvania was eliminated in the round of 20, those play-in games, to get to the round of 16, where we're at right now. Joel Mofetta skating through a pair of Lions, but Nick Green out with it for the guys in white, black, and gold. It will be an offside play as he gained entry. 9:52 left in the second.
And one of the things I was going to talk about before the media timeout, we talked about the rolling pucks a little bit, how they're bouncing around, but we've also seen the weird bounces off the glass and the boards here at this rink. They've played a factor in some goals in some of the earlier games, so look to see how much puck luck can play a factor into these later stages of this game. Although Lindenwood up 2-0, let's see if RMU can get a fortunate bounce to go their way to try to cut into this lead.
And Lindenwood lost the puck. That was number 22, Ursulak, who's had a big game here in his first taste of playoff action in the ACHA. To the far side, Murphy. Also a junior defenseman who played a couple of games for D2 a couple of years ago for Lindenwood. But up with the big club now to the right wing side. It's number 5, Blair Barrows. He lost the puck. Turner, great pass on the table. Mofetta, he'll gain the blue line right wing side into Lindenwood zone, but sticked away excellently by number 6, Running, who was hooked a bit, no call. Quick outlet here, Zach Martin now up, maybe a 3-on-2 chance. Heinzman for Murphy, walking in, dangling, the patience there, the net comes off its moorings as Murphy feeked the shot, went backhand, forehand, but the toe of Mallon kept the puck out, and the net was knocked off its moorings with 9:02 left.
And Mallon's already faced 21 shots in this game, stopping 19 of them. A great patient save for Mallon, not biting on the move from Murphy out in front. And again, he's been stellar in net despite giving up those 2 goals. The sole reason Robert Morris might be down 2-0 because they haven't been able to get anything going offensively except a couple rushes early on.
And their one power play fizzled out without any danger for Lindenwood. Turner falls onto that loose puck, controlled by the Lions. In the Eagle zone, right circle, slap shot coming from Mitchell, and a nice answer from the pad by Mallon. Mitchell again. And for Wilk, walking the line straight away. Out to the high slot for Heinzman, he shoots one. Bit of a dangerous area, finding himself open was Heinzman, answered by the chest of Mallon. 11-18 into the second period.
Talk about great games today, some great ones tomorrow. Stony Brook and Iowa State kicking it off, and then Illinois versus Minot State, Central Oklahoma versus Davenport, and ending the night with Arizona versus Liberty. All games you can catch on the ACHA Network tomorrow here from the Comerica Center.
And we appreciate you tuning in for this CSCHL tilt as Heinzman with a drive. That went wide to the glove side of Mallon. Cristiano Semena with you right now, Sam Fleming alongside. In Frisco, Texas, in the round of 16 of the ACHA Men's Division I National Championship Tournament. Here's Austin Wilk, left circle. Shooting left pad save, a big juicy rebound there. Mitchell with a spin around drive as he was falling. That missed the mark. And Kreitz tying up his man. That was Martin behind the cage. dodging a bullet there where the Eagles, and if that one goes in, Sam, you're in a 3-0 hold after half the game has already expired. Fresh off the bench is Finnegan. The trailer pass was knocked away off the stick of Nerman, and it wasn't perfect. Now a 3-on-2 rush. Mancini drops for Martin. He toe drags in. That was blocked away, but also with two guys cutting in the front. Now a 2-on-1 counter. Klimovsky has Mitchell on the left wing side. But a good active stick from Stover, forcing him to the perimeter, not allowing him to center the puck in. Newman, left wing side, now to the left point. Finnegan interchanges with Newman, the defenseman. Tipped out for Cachado and back onto the stick of Josh Hart, who gains his own blue line, the red line, and now the zone as Cachado's going to keep the puck. And Cachado, he scored that overtime winner last night, and I think he's been one of the most effective players for RMU so far tonight.
So far, he has been an effective player. He's made some good plays for RMU. That's going to have to be the type of leader you need in this team to get you out of a 2-0 deficit and try to keep you in this game against the #1 ranked team in Lindenwood.
Oh, big step up there from Dominic Minaccio on number 21, Jake Townsend. And a stick goes flying into the air. RMU bench irate that there was no call, especially head coach Billy Carr, first-year bench boss for RMU. Minaccio looking for near side Cachado. It was gloved down by Klimovsky. 4-on-2 rush for Lindenwood. Great back pass. It's a shot coming from Newman, and that one was blocked away behind the cage. And Minaccio is grabbing the throat areas. We're going to get a quick whistle here, and it looks like he may have taken a stick off that shot to the throat, and he's skating off under his own power, but we obviously hope that number 27's all right.
Yeah, and that's something for RMU that would be tough to see a player go down, a team already with a short bench, not a lot of depth on this RMU roster, but you just hope he's okay, as that was a scary sight to see.
And Minaccio's going to head right outside that locker room trying to catch his breath. The senior defenseman out of Stewartsville, New Jersey, who scored in the first game of the season, Sam, on September 21st. Only 2 assists since, but he had 1 assist against Illinois in their play-in game a couple of weeks ago. And we'll resume play shortly, 13:20 into the second period. Lindenwood up 2-0 over RMU. So if you are the first-year bench boss for RMU, Billy Carr, what are you saying to the guys? How do you keep morale up in this game where you've been outplayed, you're outshot 24-15, but the game is still there for the taking if they're able to get one before this period ends?
You have plenty of time in this game. There's a whole nother period to play and a lot of time here in this second period. Keep it simple, don't panic, and just play your game. Play loose and play free.
And here is Crego, that shot. Skittered off the glove hand of Mallon and back out to center ice. Jake Townsend. His pass went awry to RMU. Quick changes of possession between both teams. A lack of fluidity after that brief timeout after Minaccio went down, and I believe he's back on the bench. We'll update you on his status in a couple minutes moving forward here. Captained by Lindenwood, Vic Lombardi, 1-on-3 against a trifecta of Eagles. Coming to the near side now. Cachado whacks one back to the red line. It's Ursulak. Backhanded steering one for Newman. Checked by Cachado again. Lombardi down low for Ursulak. Missed him. Behind the cage, it goes to the far side where Potter absorbs a check from number 14, Alex Kalow. When you got Kalow 6'2", charging in on you, it's not going to feel good when he lays the hammer. So the near side Cachado, late on his shift, just trying to get the puck out. They finally do off of an errant pass. And Townsend reverses for Kalow. Gets his hands up on Cachado. And look out, Sam Mancini throwing a reverse hit. Falls in the process, or rather, that was number 17, Tony Dahlberg. And Newman flips on his own side of center, but it was deflected and no icing with 5:15 left in the second period. Molfetta to the far side. It's an open side, so Nick Green's going to whack it back for number 15, Murphy. Murphy's pass shot was deflected in the low slot. Nothing doing there for the Lions. Skordillis turned the puck over along the point, but Kalow soccered it accidentally into neutral ice. But right back on it is Ursulak. Right wing side, along the top of the circle, that shot was sticked away by Mallon to the near side. Are you sensing a pattern here, Sam? A lot of ice time for Lindenwood's forwards, and it's been deep in RMU's end. And
they're moving the puck really well in the offensive zone and not trying to move it too quickly, trying to be patient, get
big hit here, 2-on-0 out in front, that flip shot there From number 17, Dahlberg, off the mark, but it all started with a big hit from Rizzo. As we've seen these type of plays, Sam, turnovers in their own end, and now Turner capitalizing here, and that shot was deflected possibly by Dahlberg, patted away by CDOT. Lindenwood in their own zone, but they exit beautifully with a three-way passing play, and it's Zack Mitchell on the blue line. Mitchell dropping it, went to himself around Separitis perfectly. The luck's all on Lindenwood's side, and they've been rewarded after outshooting RMU 25-16 through 2 periods. We've got 3:59 left in the middle frame. Lucas Stover behind his own goal, pressured a bit by a Lion. Stick being held there of number 17, Finnegan, now on the goal line. Great pass out in front, and a shot off the goalpost. That came from number 8, Austin Wilk, seeping in along the weak side. And Lindenwood has it again. Wilk interchanging with Finnegan. Puck knocked away, and Nick Rizzo charges away now for the Eagles. Over the red line, blue line has 2 trailers, but he's got 2 men back. Accidentally separated the puck, and he threw it, or Nermanen did, all the way back down to Mallon, and some shoves after the whistle between Lozano and Potter. 3:27 left in the second.
And a little bit of a back-and-forth hockey there after Lindenwood had some established possession there in the offensive zone. We saw a couple good opportunities for Robert Morris, creating some turnovers and getting some shots, and then Lindenwood had some rushes the other way. Still a lot of energy in this game. Again, only 2-0 with 3:27 to go, and rivals, to say, as you said, from their conference, they have not had to feel each other out. They're just diving straight into this game.
Lindenwood first in the CSCHL regular season. They won the CSCHL playoffs. Robert Morris 5th in the CSCHL last, and they lost their play-in game against the University of Illinois, who will play tomorrow against Minot State at 1:30. Great pass now for Nermanen. Another backdoor pass out in front. Right pad save, it's loose in the crease as Lozano got a stick on it, and Mallon got the pillows on it. 3:01 left in the second period. Robert Morris withstanding these efforts from Lindenwood. But we've seen when Robert Morris has had their own chances through the neutral zone, it's been a lack of recognition for the trailers and guys hanging back for a possible odd man rush.
And it's not just the hanging back from the trailers, it's just Lindenwood's heads-up plays. They do get a lot of players back, but they're able to make it move the other way really quick. Heads-up plays, looking up the ice before they get the puck, making the smart decisions and not trying to force anything.
And here's Nermanen. Lost that brief puck battle to Mofetta. Heinzman to the right wing side, one-on-one. As it was a deep move from number 17, Finnegan. What treat would it be for him to get a hat trick in his first ACHA playoff game? But the Lions are just looking for more offense, and it's going to come from the form of a shot by Lozano, but blocked by number 17, Tony Dahlberg. Dahlberg looking for Mofetta. Puck was steered away for Rizzo. Rizzo holding on to it, 2:20 left in the second period. Rizzo on his backhand along the goal line, the defenseman, the captain, moving in, walking, trying to spin around for a shot, but he was defended beautifully by number 8, Austin Wilk. And here's an alley-oop pass for number 8 in white, black, and gold. He dekes with a beautiful set of hands around Kreitz now, skipping one out in front. Puck is still loose there to the far side where it's contained by Colton Krego, the freshman defenseman out of Wisconsin. He dropped it for Blair Barrows. A couple of freshmen getting involved in this chance. Number 5 to number 2, and now 21, Townsend. Faking the shot. And Rizzo comes away with it. Backhanded by Koch, who spins it to that open, weak side. And that is number 6, Tyler Kreitz. And RMU can only get it as far as center before it's slammed back in. Mallon misplayed it, but with a nice poke check, steered it away from Krego. But he gets the puck back now. Lombardi with a shot, and got one. It's snagged by Mallon, and if you're an RMU fan, you're going to remember that one with 1:26 left in the second.
And a nice glove save from Mallon, but again, RMU's just not been able to get it out of their zone or even past the neutral zone much in this game. It's just Lindenwood has contained the neutral zone, not letting them get past the red line too much, and again, moving the puck so well, being smart with how they play the defensive zone as well. Lindenwood just an all-around good game. Only 2 goals to show for it, but plenty of opportunities as well.
Face-off was to the left of Mallon. Not really controlled by either team, but RMU looking to that far side wing. That's, of course, Jake Nitchie. Puck gets batted down away from Cacciato, and Alex Kalau skating along that left wing side of the hash mark, stepping in, and a good save from Mallon. Had some trouble with the rebound initially, but he was able to gobble it up. 1:04 left in the second period, and whenever RMU tries to break out, Sam, it's just 2, three guys, and we're going to hit the dead horse a couple of times throughout this hockey game because Lindenwood's been so excellent in that regard.
And Lindenwood's just excellent in moving the puck and also getting to the loose pucks and preventing RMU from setting anything up. When you go down to the offensive zone, it's been few and far in between chances for the Eagles.
Mitchell with a shot. And like a baseball catcher, it's strike one for Chris Malin, who has faced 31 shots, and he stopped 29 of them, and we're not even in the second period intermission yet, 59 seconds away from that.
And teams that have been trailing have had some spectacular performances from their goaltenders in this tournament, and Malin has been no exception. He has played unbelievable tonight, keeping Robert Morris in this game and at just a 2-goal deficit.
And each team has had one power play into the right circle. Mitchell lost the puck, so a lot of 5-on-5 play, some open ice for a pair of chances on either squad, but it's been sustained offensive zone pressure from Lindenwood, resulting in their pair of goals. 34 seconds left in the second period. 3-on-3 rush now for Zack Mitchell on the blue line. Skates to the inside. He's knocked down by Mancini and Scoredillas. Kept in the line, not out by Townsend, who, while slipping, was able to somehow get the puck over to the far side half boards where Lozano was there. Puck banked around. Potter tried the same thing, and Hart eases it out to center, glove back in, and I thought that one was going to be offside, but Townsend keeps it alive. Now to the middle area. On the backhand, trying to center it in front was number 23, Mitchell. And we get a whistle with 6.4 left in the second period. But the reason why I thought that was offside, Sam, was there was a Lindenwood Lion tagging up from the onside, and he was not completely off the ice yet. Referees let it go.
And that was one of those close plays. Had it led to a goal, it could have been another controversial video review. We saw that in that first game with that UNLV Ohio. UNLV's goal, the net was off, but again, a ruling that the puck would have gone in even if the net had been in place, overturned that to a goal. And you talked about Ryan Finnegan a little bit. If he is to get the next goal for either of these two teams, it could become a natural hat trick in his national tournament debut.
2 seconds and 1, and we will go into the second period intermission with the score: Lindenwood University Lions 2, Robert Morris University Eagles 0. And the shots 31-16 at the end of 2 periods. Sam, I asked you your thoughts about the opening period. Now let's hear about the second.
Much of the same from Lindenwood. Very, very disciplined, moving the puck well, getting one goal again from Finnegan, his second of the tournament, second of the game, and continuing his impressive freshman season for Lindenwood. But Lindenwood, you know what they say, 2-goal leads are one of the most toughest ones to hold in hockey, and Robert Morris still plenty of time to make something happen and possibly make a Cinderella story. They are not out of this game by any means, and you have to give a lot of credit to their goaltender, Chris Malin, for keeping them in it.
And Rick Zombo, the head coach of the Lindenwood Lions, he's been around. He's been the head coach of the Lions since 2010. He was drafted by the Detroit Red Wings in 1981, played over 650 NHL games. How does he motivate his group to keep their foot on the gas, knowing that it's going to be a tired and desperate Robert Morris team heading into the third period?
Don't make mistakes, but also capitalize when Robert Morris makes a mistake. We've seen that a couple times, and that's how they've gotten their 2 goals, plenty of good scoring chances. But don't do anything complicated with your game. Keep it the way you have been. Keep moving the puck. Keep back checking hard. Lindenwood's got a lot of depth and a lot of energy compared to Robert Morris. As we know, they have a short bench with this team. But for Lindenwood, just keep it simple, see this game out, and head into that matchup with either Liberty or Arizona on Sunday.
And we will take a quick break. You'll hear the ACHA intermission report in just a couple of minutes. You are watching the ACHA National Championships presented by the ACHA Network.
Frisco, Texas for day 2 of the American Collegiate Hockey Association National Tournament. Lindenwood leads Robert Morris 2-0 in the second intermission. Here with Boz Echeverry, here to talk about the second period. Boz, 15 shots on goal for the Lindenwood Lions. What did you see out of them in the second?
More of the same, really. I don't know really how else I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I mean, it was, if you're Lindenwood, they're showing why they came in as the best team in the country, why they've dominated their conference, of which Robert Morris is also a member of. So just looking at both of them, it's kind of just Lindenwood outclassing Robert Morris the whole way. There's not really much more to say about it.
Yeah. And Robert Morris started the period on the power play, but you wouldn't even have known. It didn't even seem like it.
No, we even talked about it too. It was one of the things we kind of joked about. We thought that we were going 5-on-5 the way that power play kind of resulted for Robert Morris. It looked like Robert Morris wasn't even on the power play. And it was just Lindenwood inside of the Robert Morris zone. So, when kind of your power play is not functioning and doesn't really have a whole lot of life to it, it's kind of tough sledding if you're Robert Morris at this point.
Right, and you also think things could be a lot worse. Robert Morris almost lucky that it's only at 2-0 now.
Yeah, Lindenwood hit a couple of posts, and you can say the same thing for Robert Morris. Robert Morris hit 2 posts in the crossbar, so you're kind of looking at pickup hockey in a way, and Robert Morris doing all right, hitting a couple posts, but I mean, of course, national tournament, you're outside of the regular season, you're in the postseason side. You kind of need to start not hitting posts and not hitting crossbars and start hitting the back of the net.
Right, and when you get those power plays, you got to take advantage, and like you said, you can't hit the post. It's got to hit nylon in order to go further.
Yeah, you end up playing one of the lower seeds as a high seed team. You have to play in the play-in game. You can't, any opportunity you have to be at least over 50% in your scoring opportunities. And right now, Robert Morris is not being able to convert, and it's a couple triple doinks out there, and you're still shut out.
And against a team like Lindenwood, it's not like you're going to get too many opportunities. So when you do get 1 or 2 opportunities, you got to take advantage. Robert Morris just hasn't.
Yeah, you got to put pressure on a number 1 team when you do play them, and it's a big deal. Of course, Lindenwood, they have, we kind of mentioned it, there's an off day tomorrow, and off days in this tournament are tremendous. Like you want to take him, you want to take advantage of him. If you're Lindenwood, you want to keep the lead, but you also want to keep your health intact so that you can be as rested as possible, and even end up coming here scouting whoever you might be playing on Sunday. So that's kind of a big deal if you're Lindenwood. On the other side, Robert Morris, they got their work cut out for them if they want to get to that off day and not be flying back to Illinois. So kind of an uphill battle for Robert Morris into the third.
It would have been nice if they were to maybe get one of those goals back in the last 2 minutes of that period. Do you think this game is over for Robert Morris right now?
You never want to say that a game's over for anyone, especially when there's 20 minutes left to play. But if something doesn't change in the Robert Morris style of play, we talked about taking away the middle basically taking away the slot, and that didn't happen. A lot of the scoring opportunities generated out of the slot, and they were all just passes going into that slot area, and it resulted in a goal, resulted in multiple scoring opportunities for Lindenwood that I think if they were kind of warmed up, they'd be able to convert, and you could very be easy looking at a 5-0 game right now.
Yeah, so Lindenwood coming into the third period with that 2-goal lead seems to have things wrapped up pretty much. It's going to be tough for Robert Morris to come back. Thanks so much for joining us in this second intermission for the Intermission Report. We are here day 2, the American Collegiate Hockey Association National Tournament. Lindenwood up 2-0. Third period is coming up next. Thank you for joining us. Stick with us after the commercial break. Third period action just for you on the ACHA Network.
on. You know the answer. You studied for this. Come on. Timmy. Come on, Timmy. You got this, son. Pencil to paper. Focus. Come on, Timmy. Focus. Focus. Take the puck. There you go. Skate. Skate. Pass it. You call that a pass? What are you doing? You missed the puck. Come on.
Skating was hard at first. Sometimes I fell, but I always got back up. Now when I'm skating, I feel like a rocket, or maybe a race car. Something really fast. It's my second favorite feeling. Scoring is my favorite. I think I like it even more than birthday cake.
There are a few things that come along that change the course of history. Inventions or developments that reshape society. They usually aren't appreciated at first. In fact, they're often scoffed at. What good will that be?
Hello? Hi.
Surely that can't be practical.
She loves to see you.
But then, slowly, over time, the greatness of these achievements become manifest.
Hi!
Until one day, you ask yourself how you ever lived without them. That's the nature of turning points. They bring us to new roads and new heights. They open doors we never thought possible. So it's important that we go forward together.
I'm here with Gina.
That our growth might not just benefit the great, but the good also. In small ways, and in grand ones.
Dad.
The test of our progress is not whether we add more to the abundance of those who have much. It is whether we provide enough for those who have too little.
At Wilson Electronics, we push every day to amplify the power of communication, to connect those who love and those who cannot live without it.
The Dallas Stars have put on camps like this, and we're just really trying to build hockey in the communities around Dallas.
Learn to skate and play hockey for free at Children's Health Star Centers. All throughout DFW, kids ages 4 to 14 can join Rookies programs presented by Lexus. Equipment is included and kids will get a free jersey to take home. For more information, visit dallasstars.com/rookies.
Dallas, Texas, in a stadium that has been sold out for months, the Cotton Bowl.
Notre Dame leading 17-14. 1:10 remaining in the game, and Texas will Street at quarterback. Street gets to the second man for a touchdown for Texas.
The 2020 Bridgestone NHL Winter Classic, an annual celebration of hockey's heritage. Tickets on sale April 23rd. The Cotton Bowl, New Year's Day. It's gonna be a classic.
Come on. You know the answer. You studied for this. Come on. Timmy. Come on, Timmy. You got this, son. Pencil to paper. Focus.
To be focused. Focus. Take the puck. There you go. Skate. Skate. Pass it. You call that a pass? What are you doing? You missed the puck. Come on.
And welcome back to the Comerica Center. We had the long break there. Gotta love butchering that first line. Getting ready for the third period here. Christian Sonetta joined alongside by Sam Fleming. It's the Comerica Center in Frisco, Texas. Beautiful Frisco, Texas. It was a beautiful day today. 4 ACHA hockey games going on today in Division I, including this one. Lindenwood up 2-0 over the Robert Morris University Eagles. And Sam, we had a little bit of a delay due to the Zamboni. So do you think that is more of an advantage for RMU trying to get their legs back after a exhausting overtime thriller against Jamestown last night, or will it have no effect at all?
It depends on how a team takes an extended break. You know, some teams like to just get back going on the ice as soon as they can, like a team like Lindenwood, who's had the momentum in this game, up 2-0, moving the puck really well, but maybe a little break for Robert Morris to regain some energy. Of course, they did have that overtime game last night, late last night, so a little bit of extra rest never helps against a team, especially this tough and this deep in Lindenwood. Again, we talk about it time and time again. Robert Morris has a very short bench, so the extra rest they can get helps them out a lot.
Lindenwood will go from left to right like they did in the first period. Robert Morris will go right to left. Once again, the jerseys, white for Lindenwood and maroon for Robert Morris. It's been the Ryan Finnegan show all night long. He's got a pair of goals, and the rookie forward has been sensational, and he's looking for that hat trick to round out his night.
And Finnegan, even without the puck, has been phenomenal. Getting into the open space, he's thrown the body around a little bit. The 2 goals, 2 beautiful goals, one on the rebound and a good one-timer out in front. And again, like I was saying before we went into the intermission, if he gets the next goal, the very next goal, it's a natural hat trick, 3 consecutive goals for him, and that would be quite the way to start your first ACHA national tournament game, especially for your team who's currently ranked number 1 and the favorites here in Frisco.
Ryan Martin centering this top line for RMU. Leads the team in assists with 19. He has 49 goals and 60 assists in his career, 4 power play goals, 3 game-winning goals this season. He has been a Swiss Army knife for the Eagles, and he gets a chance now to win the opening draw to start the third period against Tommy Heinzman. And we're underway, and some energy from Robert Morris off that initial face-off chance as Hart tips the puck in deep. 7 seconds into the final frame of regulation. Will it be the final frame of the night? We'll find out. And a quick steal now for Martin. Martin shoots, and a shoulder save from CDOT, and it pops into the protective netting. So I just mentioned Ryan Martin's ability to take over games, and he had a chance there.
And you talked about the energy from the Robert Morris bench, getting up, banging their sticks on the boards, trying to get their guys ready to go, and Martin gets a turnover right off the bat, and a great opportunity just here early, 17 seconds into this third period.
Martin and Heinzman duel again, and Tommy's able to win this, but a nice active jump from Anthony Potter. Moving out in front for Martin, and that was blocked away. And a rebound chance now for Mancini. His slap shot from the deep slot missed everything and met the end boards. Martin boarding up against his opposition centerman in Heinzman to the far side. Half boards it goes for Mitchell. Can't get the puck out. Martin again firing a shot, looking for deflection by Hart in the low slot. And it missed everything. Scored Illis, Martin, and Hart in that 6-man dogpile for RMU. But now it's Zack Mitchell one-on-one. Rizzo's the lone man back. Nice toe drag move. Looking at the floor, and he shoots one. And a nice left shoulder save from Mallon. Lindenwood looking for a second chance opportunity. Behind the goal now for number 7, Zack Martin. Martin for Mitchell. The shot deflected. Rebound. It's at the side of the goal. Trickling one out in front was number 4, Klomovsky, but he was taken down. Martin gains the red line and dumps it in deep for RMU.
And that was a bit of a sloppy start for Lindenwood as RMU got a lot of chances early on, but they got a chance the other way. Now looks like they've settled in a little bit, but Robert Morris with the advantage to start this third period early on.
Lozano out in front, and that was just shot wide by Klomovsky, who sent his head skyward, but he's now back on the back check as Nietzsche takes a shoulder to the face. He appears to be okay along the far side corner. Nick Rizzo. Rizzo pinching in for Nietzsche. Nietzsche with the first goal for RMU against Jamestown last night. Now Cachado winds and fires. Deflected, and a good save there by CDOT out in front as Koch was right in his kitchen. And Scott Koch is going to knock a man down. It's going to be a minor penalty. And Lindenwood to the power play. A hooking minor to come for, Mike Cachado, number 10, the hero from last night's game.
And Cachado will take a seat for 2, but we talked about Lindenwood's power play coming into this game. 36.6%, leading the CSCHL 1-for-1 tonight with the goal scorer, the 2-goal scorer, number 17, Ryan Finnegan, who got the first goal of the game on the man advantage. He's out there again. Let's see how Lindenwood sets it up.
Finnegan on that right wing. Heinzman centering the first power play grouping for Rick Zombo's club. They win the draw. Now it's Townsend for Oppo Nurmanen. Goal line play for number 9. That's Heinzman. Back for Nurminen. Townsend play pitch and catch, and they interchange. Nurminen to the top of the point. It's number 9, Heinzman, for Townsend. A little bit deliberate play and a nice shot and a better save from Mallon. They slowed the tempo down, Sam, and then sped it right back up with that shot pass to the near side back door. But Mallon stands tall, 17:46 left in the third.
And for teams that face Lindenwood, it's got to play mind games with the players that are out there trying to kill the penalty. You go from a slow pace start to picking up the pace a little bit. Finnegan was right there on the doorstep looking to bury the goal. But again, Chris Mallon, a great save on a point-blank opportunity.
Shots 33 for Lindenwood, 17 for RMU. As Nurminen was pressured, the puck comes out to center ice as Townsend was unable to corral that cross-ice pass. Good drop here for Nurminen. He's speeding in along the left wing. Looking out for Mitchell, but his stick was at the last second by Potter. 1:16 left in the man advantage for Lindenwood. It's cleared back down by Scott Koshin. Seedot out to play it. He hesitated a bit as Nitschke was racing around the goal to attempt to poke it away. 2 minutes and 47 seconds into the third period. Lindenwood up 2-0. And an inadvertent pass, no icing though, as Kreitz is going to race to it behind his own goal. Finnegan retrieves it, sends it back to the point, and it's Wilk. Along the right side. Good pass, saucer feed, and Finnegan looking for that hat trick, and it just skipped over his stick, or else that would have been a bang-bang play, and maybe a couple hats raining down on the ice here in the Comerica Center. Wilk, backdoor feed again, looking for number 23, Mitchell. Lindenwood just a step slow to start this power play, even though they have a lot of possession on it. They haven't been smooth. Klomowski trying to drive. It sputters out for Wilk, and a slap shot from Murphy was fanned on. Josh Hart has Ryan Martin, and instead will fire it down the ice. 18 seconds left in Lindenwood's power play. Seedot with a pass. Ill-advised, though, as it's picked up by Dahlberg. Dahlberg, a short-handed rush here for RMU. They lead the CSCHL with 8 short-handed goals. And 3-2-1, and that'll be the end of the power play for Lindenwood. They're 1 for 2 on the night. Back for Murphy. Murphy's getting pressured by Cachado fresh out of the box. A shot from the left side. Oh, and a glove save there by Mallon on number 6, Matt Runyon. We're back to even strength, 3:56 in the third.
And again, Mallon continues to flash the leather, but that's been a theme all day with the goaltenders. A lot of great glove saves, but look at that kill for Robert Morris as something that could be another little momentum boost for them. If they happen to get a goal here in the next couple minutes, look back to that penalty kill as a key moment in this game.
Chris Mallon as well, been standing on his head in the second period. A couple of early tests in the third. He's got 8+. Behind the goal now it goes for Lindenwood. Runyon right side for Newman. Newman, his shot was deflected, broken down by Bonaccio. Good to see that he's okay after being hit in the throat area in the second period. That caused him to go to the locker room momentarily. Here's Colton Crego for Lombardi. They play pitch and catch. Another broken down play from the Lions, but they'll just take it back to center ice, dump and chase, and race to the end boards, where it's a nice move from Lucas Stover. They edge over to the near side where it's Bonaccio who labels a man. That was Runyon. And Dahlberg overskated the puck, and a quick shot there from number 22, Ursulek. Got the glove of Mallon and skipped high of the cage. Wilk to the left side now. A shot coming and a delayed penalty ensuing here for Robert Morris once they're able to touch up the puck. Lindenwood, the 6th attacker on. It's Alex Kalau. He goes skate the stick along the far side corner. Boarded by Stover, but he still keeps the puck. And now Kalau will be supported by his teammate. Now back for Runyon. Runyon on the left wing side. Now left point Wilk. His pass is deflected. Kept to the line by Kalau. And deflected through Turner, but he finally corrals that puck. It'll be a high-sticking minor on RMU. 5:18 into the third period. Exactly what you don't want to do if you're the Eagles, going down a man when you're down 2 goals.
And again, with one of the best power plays in the ACHA, not the best one to start this period for Lindenwood. They would have liked to have better, but they get another opportunity to try to extend this lead. If you're Robert Morris, you need to have the kill that you had on the last power play advantage for Lindenwood. Stay disciplined. Don't do anything that may cause a mistake, may open up some space for the Lions.
Lucas Stover, 2 minutes for high sticking, so the Eagles lose a defenseman for the next 2 minutes unless Lindenwood's able to score before 120 seconds is up. Nurminen trying to make that happen. The pass was deflected, hoping for number 23 Mitchell, and Mancini is shouldered by Townsend, who actually got the worst end of that hit. but he gets right up and comes back in for Lindenwood over the red line. Hitting Finnegan along the right circle, looking for the hat trick. He'll trail around the goal. 14-13 left in the third. Townsend straight away. Looking for Heinzman, bottom of your screen, along that right circle. Townsend, he's got a bomb. Will he use it here? He'll feed it to Heinzman instead. Deep slot, now Finnegan. Looking for the backdoor pass for number 25, Nermanen. One too many passes for Lindenwood if they're trying to get that 3-goal cushion. Here's a 2-on-1 Finnegan. Again, he shoots in a blocker save. It's up in the air and off the top of the cage. Finnegan looking for Heinzman. Out in front, and a great block from Martin defusing the pass. Going to the high slot. Nermanen faking it for Heinzman, right circle. Good saucer feed for Townsend. He scores! Jake Townsend, it's a power play goal for the Lions, and it's 3-0 Lindenwood, 6 minutes and 25 seconds into the third.
And back to keeping it simple. Lindenwood moving the puck really well on that power play. Some great chances leading up to that goal. And again, the leading scorer for the Lions as a defenseman, Jake Townsend, tallies his 17th goal of the year, 2nd point of the game. So Lindenwood with the 2 players now with multi-point games.
The captain leading by example, 6 foot 175 out of Highland Ranch, Colorado. Makes no mistake after a couple of beautiful passes coming from the Lions on that power play chance. They are now 2 for 3 as we look back at that goal.
Yeah, and a beautiful puck movement from Lindenwood, keeping patient. Townsend just, you can't give him that much space. His 7th power play goal of the year as well. So Townsend effective on the special teams unit and giving the Lions a 3-0 lead.
And Potter trying to block that shot going down to one knee, but it beat him and it beat Mallon, and it's 3-0 for the number 1 team in the nation, and they're back on it again in the RMU zone. Runyon to the far side, it's Kalow. Bumped a bit by Sam Turner. Puck left free for Ursulak. Through the skates of Nick Green in the deep slot. He'll knock down a man in Dahlberg, but using the high glass before getting blown up by Kalow was number 6, Tyler Kreitz. Make a hit to make a play. And here's Kalow going through his legs. He's going to keep the puck along the goal line. Shouldered there along the end boards with 12:45 left in the third. Rizzo, the captain for RMU. As there's a delayed penalty coming up. Rizzo was hooked coming out of the zone. It may be more than one penalty, Sam, as 2 officials have their arms up. So a 6-on-5 advantage until Lindenwood's able to control the puck. It's Cacciato. Mike Cacciato speeding down the left wing side. He's going to break in. Cacciato left circle. On the backhand out in front. Stover has a chance. He flips one in to the chest of CDOT. And this is going to be interesting, Sam. Will it be a 5-on-3 for 2 minutes? We'll find out.
A 5-on-3 opportunity. Sure, you're down by 3, a pretty hard deficit to overcome, but for Robert Morris, 12:20 to go in this game, so we have a high sticking call. It looks like that's going to go against number 10. That's Nick Green for the Lions. And we'll see who else, if it's possibly 2, but...
Yeah, we have a slash. That's the second, and it's going to be on Ursulak.
So this is a big chance for the Eagles here with Ursulak and Green in the box. Good opportunity for Robert Morris.
Their first chance at the man advantage since the end of the first period with 1 second left and 1:59 carrying over into the second period. And this could be the momentum shifter. A 5-on-3 for 2 minutes. So that means if they score before the 2 minutes is up, they'll still have a 5-on-4 advantage. Buckle up if you're a Lindenwood and RMU fan, because this game's about to get interesting if the guys in maroon are able to hit the back of the net. Martin on the draw, Molfetta left wing, Mancini right wing. Those are the forward groups for RMU. Here's Mancini, a quick shot, but that's deflected off an active stick from Klomowski, who likes that effort, and that's exactly what you want for Lindenwood. Get bodies in front of pucks, sticks in lanes, and you'll survive this just fine.
And keep that top penalty kill in the CSCHL going 90.7. Let's see if they can continue that here.
Turner for Nick Rizzo straight away. Top of the umbrella. He winds and fires, deflected, and a pad save from CDOT as Mancini was in the near slot. Turner fumbles the puck, and the exact opposite of what RMU's trying to do in terms of moving the puck quick. They're going to have to skate back into their own zone, and it's Turner again. Going one-on-one, and he'll continue to rag some time for his team and some possession. Here's Rizzo. Straight away for Turner, Sam Turner. Nick Rizzo winds. He fires, deflected in front. They score. And Sam Mancini has his second goal of the national tournament. 11:40 left in the third period. 1 minute and 20 seconds left on the 5-on-4 now.
And that's a big goal for Mancini, continuing to go for Robert Morris, and a big opportunity now to try to cut this deficit, still with a power play to go, 1:20 on a man advantage, and you get one back, and that's key for the Eagles.
Sam Mancini in that high slot. He had one chance towards the earlier portion of the power play, gets a deflection from Rizzo's drive, and that beats CDOT over the left shoulder. And you could tell Mancini the reaction immediately. Has some good puck movement up top. Rizzo letting it go, and just off the deflection, Molfetta was in front too. And a 5-on-4 chance for RMU with under 12 minutes to go in the third period. They're down 3-1. Here we go. A shot from Dahlberg, and that one is stopped by CDOT. Couldn't corral the rebound, but Lombardi helps out his netminder and rifles at 200 feet.
It looks like Robert Mortis has settled down a little bit. They got one. That's big for them to try to get something going, and they got another great opportunity. Big rebound chance, just no one out in front to put it home.
Mike Cacciato, could he be the man to help bring his team within one? Scored the overtime winning goal against Jamestown. Good pass for Tony Dahlberg. Bottom of your screen. Gets it in deep. CDOT. An active play to fire it around the far side corner. Scott Koch retrieves it for RMU. They keep the puck alive. Dahlberg on the interchange with Cacciato. Or rather, that was number 22, Koch. And here's Lombardi easing one out to center. 25 seconds left in the power play for RMU. One last rush. Dahlberg winding it up along the blue line. And it's going to be an offside play, as I don't think Koch could have held the line. 10:39 left in the third period, 19 seconds left on Ursulak's minor for slashing.
And when you combine the 4 goals scored in this game, 3 of them have come on the man advantage, 2 for Lindenwood, 1 from Robert Morris. So special teams playing a key part in this game tonight.
If Robert Morris is going to get another goal in rapid succession after Mancini's, you think they need more traffic in front of CDOT? Because the guy appears to be saving a lot of shots if there's no traffic and it's from distance.
For sure, you've got to get traffic in front of CDOT. And if I'm head coach Billy Carr, I'm telling my guys to get my sticks down in front of the net as best as I can. A big rebound on that last opportunity, as CDOT didn't see where it was.
And it was the exact type of play that you described as how Mancini got the deflection in the high slot. RMU's only goal of the game so far. We're back to even strength, 10:15 left in the third period. Turner has Rizzo right point, rather right side, as Rizzo loses his footing here, and now a good pass out in front, or rather a bad pass, as that was number 7, Zach Martin, trying to send it to the high slot. Here come the Eagles. Tight angle drive, snagged and gloved by CDOT. 10:05 into the third period. We're going to get immediate timeout. Don't go anywhere. Lindenwood 3, RMU 1. You're watching the 2019 ACHA National Championships presented by the ACHA Network.
The 2019 ACHA National Championships are brought to you by Budget Car Rental, the preferred rental agency of the ACHA. Hogan Transportation, official tournament partners of the 2019 ACHA National Championships. Edge Protect, protecting goalie skate blades since 2004 and official sponsor of the 2019 ACHA National Championships.
Back in the Comerica Center in Frisco, Texas. Lindenwood holding on to that 3-1 lead over the Robert Morris University Illinois Eagles. And it's flipped over Lucas Stover's head, and Lindenwood trying to respond quickly after Sam Mancini's power play goal broke the shutout bid for Cooper CDOT. Not sure if he's too upset now if his team ends up getting the win. Here's Mitchell, great backdoor pass, and that one was blocked away, as that was number 2, Colton Crego, with an opportunity at his first goal in the tournament and first goal in ACHA National Tournament history for number 2. The rookie defenseman out of Wisconsin played 3 games played with Division II Lindenwood and was called right up to the big leagues. And now here comes Jake Nitchie. He moves and he fires and he missed the net entirely and met the glass. A big chance for RMU. A couple Eagles go down there. Nitchie, a man who capitalized. The first goal scored for RMU against Jamestown was off the stick of number 43, and he was in alone against CDOT, but just missed.
Nitchie's had a couple good opportunities tonight. He's working hard, trying to get his team back within one. A great chance there, just missed it wide.
Quick turnaround for RMU, but they dropped the puck out to neutral ice accidentally, and CDOT will rather stay in his crease. Setting up for Brendan Murphy out of St. Peters, Missouri. A junior defenseman who leads the team with 86 penalty minutes. Been disciplined tonight. And here is a shot from Jordan Klomowski from the far side half boards. That is gobbled up by Malin. 8:32 left in the third.
And that one goal for Robert Morris, even though they got one on those on that 5-on-3 opportunity, that definitely has seemed to given them a little bit more energy. They look like they're playing a lot better, keeping it a little more simple. Lindenwood hadn't been able to move the puck as well as they had in those first 2 periods. Maybe if you're Coach Rick Zombo, just tell your team to settle down.
Finnegan along the left circle, along those hash marks. He sends it across for Newman. Puck free in the high slot. It's going to be corralled by the 2-goal man, Finnegan. And below the goal line for Klomowski, a blind pass, almost on the tape of number 17. But RMU doing a good job of closing them out. And this will be an icing as Potter slashes it down the ice. 8:07 left in the third period. Shots 38 for Lindenwood, 21 RMU. If you're just joined us, Lindenwood with that 3-1 lead. I'm Christian Simena, joined alongside by Sam Fleming. We appreciate you watching the ACHA National Championships presented by the ACHA Network. Stay tuned. At 11:30 Central Time, you will hear and see the highlights of the night, the 3 stars of the night from the D1 slate as well as the D2 slate. ACHA tonight at 11:30 Central Time. Potter, bottom of your screen, near side, number 19 in maroon. Far side along the bench is Ryan Martin. Knocks it down beautifully, sets it up for Mancini. Mancini, a backhander, a tight angle shot, steered away by CDOT. And a pass intercepted by Finnegan. Could be a 2-on-2 rush for Lindenwood, but they're late on a change. But look at Finnegan move as Rizzo cancels him out and tosses him to the ice with 7:25 left in the third. And Rizzo looking for Mancini up high. He's covered, though. He'll try for the alley-oop anyway. Mancini onside against number 8, Austin Wilk, one of the alternate captains for this Lindenwood Lions club. Nick Green out of Chicago, Illinois. Or rather, Minnetonka, Minnesota. And a shot quickly from Alex Kalow was stopped by the left pad of Malin. Tony Dahlberg now racing along the left wing side, gains entry into the Lindenwood zone. Dahlberg's taken down, no call. Ursulak pressured by Molfetta to the far side corner. Oppo Nurminen. With under 7 minutes to play in the third period, Lindenwood's player went down, and it's going to be a penalty coming up on Tony Dahlberg. 2 minutes for roughing, as that was Wilk flattened to the ice away from the play with 6:49 left in the third.
And right after Robert Morris got a goal and a little bit of momentum trying to get back into this game, a penalty coming up as Dahlberg skates back to the bench, trying to plead his case that he shouldn't have been called. But for Lindenwood, a chance to try to go back up by 3. They put their top power play unit out there, and can Finnegan get that 3rd goal and become the 3rd player so far in the D1 National Tournament to get a hat trick?
A chance to put the final nail in RMU's coffin if you're Lindenwood. 6:49 left in the third. Another power play chance for the Lions. Nurminen now. On the hash marks, back for Townsend straightaway, who scored the 3rd goal of the game for Lindenwood. Townsend, the captain for this Lions club, trying to bring them past the semifinal, which is where they fell to the eventual national champion, Adrian, last year. Nurminen for Townsend along the ACHA logo inside the point. Heinzman to the goal line now for Finnegan. Finnegan backhands and steers for Heinzman. And Townsend for Heinzman along the right circle. Heinzman one-timer for Townsend, and that shot off the glove of Malin and off the glass. Good keep in by Nurminen along that right point. Heinzman below for Finnegan. The pass missed everything, but Oppo Nurminen always reliable on the back end. The Finnish defenseman again with another keep in. And he'll walk the line with some space. He fires one off his own man, Mitchell. And an attempt to clear it by Nitchie was defused by Finnegan, who walks in looking for the hat trick now down low. And Mitchell up high to the right circle. Deflected away. A great active stick from Scott Koch, and RMU is able to change 47 seconds. On the power play for Lindenwood, Dahlberg sits 2 minutes for roughing.
That was a good start to that power play for Lindenwood as they keep it in here.
Look out, Wilk to the right side, Heinzman. Tommy Heinzman. Patience here from the Lions. Finnegan had his pass knocked away, but only onto the stick of Mitchell, so no damage done. Zack Mitchell, right circle, stepping in, looking for the back door, they score. It's a beautiful setup and an even better finish from Tommy Heinzman. It's 4-1 Lindenwood, 14:48 into the third.
And Lindenwood again, another power play goal. Their third power play goal of the game, and they extend the lead 3-1 with 5:12 to go, and great puck movement on that entire power play from the Lions.
And they kind of reel you in here. When it comes to Lindenwood's ability to move the puck quick, cycle the puck quick, they bore you a little bit with that perimeter play, and then they make 1-2 bang-bang passes, and before you even know it, it's in the back of your net.
And this is just the phenomenal feature for Lindenwood. They really move the puck so well. They're not afraid to wait till they get the perfect opportunity. And that's a great example there on the goal from Tommy Heinzman. Just taps it home backdoor, one of the easiest goals you'll score.
Lindenwood under 5 minutes to go. They are nursing. Now they have enforced this 3-goal lead over the Eagles. 40 shots for Lindenwood, 22 for RMU. Dahlberg couldn't get it out. It's Brennan Murphy. Murphy, stutter step, looking for a deflection. It was Klomowski who was unable to grab it. To the far side, Molfetta, who spirals one to the near side, deflected off of a stick. Dahlberg with some speed down the right circle, fires one. Easy catching glove save for CDOT. 15 minutes and 35 seconds into the third period.
And Lindenwood, after giving up that goal, maybe looking a little bit sloppy to start this period. Even though they got the third goal to start of the period, they settled in nicely with another power play goal. Again, special teams playing a key factor. 3 for 4 tonight for Lindenwood on the power play. Coach Rick Zombo's got to be happy with his team's efforts.
Lindenwood always a perennial powerhouse, not only in the CSCHL, but the ACHA, flexing their muscles against the number 17 ranked Robert Morris University Eagles, up 3 goals with 4 minutes and 5 seconds left in the third. Ryan Martin sets up shop behind his own goal, trying to drop a play. Scordillis interchanging with him, but Martin keeps the puck. Pass is deflected over the head of Lombardi. And back out to neutral ice where Hart lays a check on Owa. Martin to the far side, Scordillis. A risky pass from number 26 was blocked back onto his stick, but the Lions had attack him for icing. Mancini slipped a bit. Martin with a nice inside-out move to the far side along the benches. And whacked back in by number 24, Kyler Newman. Mancini turns away, hits Scott Koch. Ladling a backhand pass, hoping for Hart, didn't hit him. Lombardi for Mitchell, a quick shot over the blocker of Mallon. And number 7, Zach Martin down low, but instead, it's taken away by Mike Cacciato over the red line. Good pass now for Koch, who makes a better move. His shot was blocked, and a rebound chance just wide of the cage. A sprawling CDOT trying to get back to his net. He's able to do so. But Lindenwood dodges a bullet there as Townsend taps one over to the far side, Newman. It seems like whenever Lindenwood is in trouble or in disarray in any moment as Mitchell goes offside due to Zach Martin getting tied up along the blue line. But back to that initial thought, Sam. Whenever there's blood in the water possibly for RMU and they're sensing it, Lindenwood, they retrieve that puck and they hit the weak side guy. They get in, they get out, and it's nothing.
Again, heads-up plays. They don't try to compound their mistakes. They keep it simple, recover well. And you talked about Lindenwood's dominance in the CSCHL, but at the ACHA level, 3-time national champions, their last coming in 2016. A little fast fact, they're also the last team to go back-to-back with the 2009 national championship and the 2010 national championship. Adrian looking to be the first since then to do that, but Lindenwood would like to end that streak and add number 4 if they could.
And what a couple of years that was, 2008 and 2009. Illinois versus Lindenwood as a shot from Koch, a right shoulder save by number 30, CDOT. Illinois, of course, winning in 2008. And Lindenwood getting a revenge in 2009, and like you alluded to, they won the 2010 national championship as well. Here's Heinzman, 2:15 to go in the game. Walking around Rizzo. Koch helps out his captain. Over to Nitchie. Top of your screen, number 43 in maroon and gold. Walking around Wilk. But again, support there from Alex Kala on the back check. Nothing doing there from Nitchie. Stover's shot went wide. Cachado waved his stick at it. Never hit it. To the far side it goes for number 22. That's Ursulak. For Nick Green. And Ursulak again. Trying to get the puck deep. Green instead does. Stover to the far side. Dom Minaccio. Or Minaccio, excuse me. 140 left in regulation. Josh Hart. Nice inside out movement. Oh, the pass was just knocked away. I don't even think it was an intended pass. As Lindenwood's back check knocked the puck off the stick of Hart and almost onto the twig of Martin. It would have been a 2-on-1 chance for RMU.
And you got to give a lot of credit to RMU. They're down by 3 goals, but they're still playing with a lot of heart. They're trying to finish this strong as a rush here for Lindenwood.
Green, a shot snagged and covered by number 29, Mallon, who's been sharp in this game. A lot of the goals by Lindenwood. There's been traffic in front. There's been bang-bang passes. At the end of the day, he's got 37 shots, or rather 37 saves on 41 shots.
And give a lot of credit to Mallon, and give a lot of credit to this Robert Morris team. Not a lot of people expected them to beat Jamestown yesterday, and they got the big overtime win, so nothing to hang their heads about. And they kept with the number 1 team in the ACHA. Although Lindenwood did dominate possession, they stayed in it, only down by 3. So Robert Morris can walk out of this tournament with their heads held high.
And an unbelievable game last night. Jamestown versus RMU as Turner shoots one a tight angle with 53.6 left on the clock. Mike Cachado, the hero there. The magic runs out a little bit when you come up against the number 1 team in the nation, a team that is 27-1 on the season, and then they won their conference championship as we, I believe, get a timeout.
And, you got to think for Lindenwood, too. They get the win here tonight. They'll advance on to the next round in the tournament, but they also get a day of rest, again, between that game with the winner of the Liberty-Arizona game, which, in my opinion, tomorrow, some great games, but that's going to be the one to watch, the 8 and 9 seeds in the tournament. But that'll be big for the Lions to get a chance to rest, maybe watch the game and see what they can learn about the team that does advance out of there. But for Lindenwood, this is a solid start for them. Sure, they may have not had as many goals as they would have liked to, and that's a lot of credit to Chris Mallon in net. But for Rick Zombo, he's got to be happy with how his team back-checked, his team passed the puck, made plays out of broken plays, and also did on the power play. 3 for 4 special teams, a key for the Lions here in Frisco. Going back to that Liberty versus Arizona game, you're not just saying that it's probably going to be one of the most exciting or most looked for because you're on the call, right? No, it's just the intensity of that matchup. But I look at the game that you get to call tomorrow, too, Illinois versus Minot State, a rematch of the semifinals. You know Minot's going to be looking for some redemption against Illinois tomorrow. And the early game as well, Stony Brook versus Iowa State. Quinn Kuski will be on the call for that one. It's going to be a lot of fun the next couple days of this tournament as we grind it out. Empty net for RMU with 45 seconds left in the third period, down by 3 goals. I'll throw in Central Oklahoma and Davenport as well, 2 teams that have won national championships. Central Oklahoma, a multi-time. Davenport, 1 national championship. Should be a great game tomorrow as well. This one not over just yet, though. Here's Hart to the near side, Rizzo. Firing one, blocked away to the near side corner. Stover lost the puck, but retrieving it back for the Eagles is Ryan Martin with 20 seconds left in the third period. Martin looking to rattle one below the cage and does so for Hart. Good pass out in front, but just deflected off of a Lindenwood skates. And flipped out to center where it's gloved by Rizzo. Lombardi with the clear there. And now Martin. Wanting to go inside, outside on Wilk with 3 seconds, 2-1. A shot at the empty net goes wide, but Lindenwood advances to the next round. They beat RMU 4-1. Kyle Finnegan leading the way, or Ryan Finnegan with 2 goals. Yeah, and Ryan Finnegan definitely one of the players of the game for this game, but I think I've got to give it to Chris Mallon with this stellar performance, sure in a loss, but 42 shots, 38 saves, kept Robert Morris in this. And again, they have nothing to hang their heads about. I know it's disappointing to bow out of the national tournament, but they played phenomenal last night and did a great job fighting against Lindenwood. And the Lions move on. Doesn't seem like the number 1 seed phase them. And again, the goaltender, number 30, Cooper Cedot, 25-0 now in ACHA play. He gets the win here tonight for the Lions. A perfect record this season for the sophomore as the handshake lines begin. A great tradition in tournament play in the sport of hockey as well.
as the Stanley Cup playoffs, which begin next month. For Robert Morris, you lose last year in the round of 20 against Iowa State, or rather in that round of 16 matchup, I believe. They win a game against Jamestown to play in a round of 16 game. They have a new head coach, Billy Carr. As you move into next year, what are you looking forward to seeing from this Eagles club that has a lot of work to do in terms of their depth, but they know that they've got a solid goalie in Semchek as well as Malin, two guys who will be leaving after this season.
Yeah, and for Billy Carr, it's good to see your team get a win at the national tournament. Now you head into the regroup stage. But I think you've just got to aim your goals high. In the CSCHL, you're facing teams like Lindenwood on a weekly basis, and you're going to see the toughest schedules in the ACHA come out of that conference. And, of course, another one to mention, the WCHL, two of the best conferences in the ACHA. But for Robert Morris, 2 years in a row at the national tournament, fighting hard. They will look to come back stronger than ever, and I think they will have a solid group under Billy Carr next season.
Lindenwood wins 4-1 over the Robert Morris University Eagles. For Sam Fleming and all of us here at the ACHA Network, I'm Cristiano Simonetta. Thank you for watching the 2019 ACHA National Championship. Stay tuned for ACHA tonight at 11:30 Central Time.
Take that one off. All right, here we go. We're actually going to drag this over. Okay. By the way. All right, sweet. So show it off to your team. All right, I will. We're actually going to look that way. Just go ahead and if you want to relax, see, you're all good. 2-goal game, pretty sweet. Yeah, thanks. Felt good to get the win. Probably like 2-3 questions. We'll just get back to your team. Malcolm Finnegan here, two goals in your opening game. Of course, your aspiration is to get back to the national championship. How was this game for you, getting those 2 goals?
Yeah, absolutely. I think our team, we wanted to come out with a hard start, kind of show what we got to this league and stuff. So we came out with a hard start and finished with a win there. C-Dot, your goaltender, tell us what it means having him like a backstop as you go out and skate. Yeah, absolutely. Cooper's, he's been the backbone for us all season and stuff, and he's bailed us out of games, so we definitely want to come in and play each and every game for him, too.
Have the number 1 seed being here before, how much pressure's on the team? You guys playing loose at all, or are you just trying to enjoy the moment and just get back to a championship game for you? Yeah, I wouldn't say we want to come out and play loose, but, definitely not stress too much. Just come out and play our game and work hard every shift. All right, enjoy your day off. We'll see you on Sunday.
Sweet, thank you, guys. Appreciate it.